go. Hopefully you can comment in here because I'm not playing that game again today. Okay.
There we are.
Hey, we're there.
Live.
From New York.
Nope.
From Indiana. The foot. What are we doing?
I think I watched that guy's video earlier.
Which guy? This guy?
Yeah. Maybe?
No.
I don't know.
I don't either.
It looked familiar.
I don't know either.
Good evening, Jake.
There we go. There we go. Why is my screen all weird? It's all...
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's weird. Did that when I started up. Okay. Let's see here. What some people's roll in. How do I share this, mother?
How do I
How do I live without you? What do I do here? All messages.
Getting ready for Sunday We Rock, guys. Who is that? RC Builders of Indiana.
I don't remember.
I think Matt is kind of getting ready for
Yeah,
We
kind of.
Rock.
Yeah. So, Chad, listening is better than not listening, so that's okay. Hope you're wrenching on cool things. Jason, we were almost late. Rob Feezer, hello. Jason, we are not ready for BtC. We were literally just discussing that.
Yeah.
Ryan, what's up, guys? What all y'all doing? I'm misplacing things as usual.
It's true, he is.
I can't find a bag that I just brought. So, but I'm not doing a whole lot tonight. I brought some things to do, but it's not crazy. You're crazy, girl.
I am doing some final touches to Glenn's buggy.
Thank God. Here it is. Right here.
So we can get that sent on down the road
Thank goodness.
so that I can start my own projects and have them ready in, 3 weeks?
Yes.
2.5 weeks?
Precisely.
So yeah.
Precisely. Let's see. What do I want to do first? I was gonna show you this. See, so
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Look at that. I do
know.
too.
It's getting better.
Oh, you did front and rear.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but fancy. Just be nice to the gentleman. Fancy will be nice to you. You know what I mean?
This is my fancy butthole.
Okay. Matt Zilla build. Nice. I'm ready for the event. My trucks are not. Yeah, see, so...
Jake, you can get all the way fucked.
What do you think?
So you guys can build. So you can build me one before.
That's going to be expensive. Rad Raff, hello. Not Wreck-It Ralph.
Poor guy.
I know, right?
Every time.
I know. I sent his stuff off today, actually. He gave me some PayPal for some patches, and apparently I spaced that. So
Yeah, he did last week.
yeah, something like that.
Last Monday.
Last Monday or something like that. I don't know.
Shit.
Anyway, he hit me up and was like, "Do I need anything?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then I realized that I never sent him.
Good evening, Janice and Glenn. Who's orangish yellow buggy? Are you talking about the orange one or the yellow one?
What is going on here? Why is this so stupid? I don't like it at all. How do I get the chat back?
Why? Yeah, why is yours?
I don't know what this thing is doing.
Hold on, go back into it. Nope, that was
That was not
definitely not it.
That 0 out of 10 there.
The orange one is Matt's Nilla Bear.
Okay, I broke it because now I can't get it back. Whew, there we go.
There we go.
That's a close one.
Matt's trying to use technology. Watch out.
Shut up. There it is. All right. Cool. My iPad's being really weird. Like, it's doing some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Got a 100 gate run on my Pro Mod. Worked fairly well. Pretty happy with it. Very nice. Very nice. My grandma said it's great to see us. Glinda, hello. Ryan, the orange one is mine. This is my Nilla Bear. This hasn't been shown mostly because there was nothing to really do other than paint it.
The painter's been, busy.
The painter has been painting for sure. Other things have taken priority once this got painted. But this is the buggy that Jordan built for me, TJ, and it's F10 based. It's got HD 44s front and rear, deluxes. Those are 96s, I think. Because I think those are the older ones. It does have dig, so it's got a regular VFD, not a twin. So I'll probably take it apart here in just a little bit. Got my custom shifter that took me all freaking day the other day to make. So I love it. I was a little sad that I sold the other one. And then now as I've gotten this one together, I like it so much more that I don't really worry about the other one. Much better than Nilla Bear 3.
No Doug tonight.
No.
I don't know what he was doing, but he said he was out for tonight.
I would assume working on his car.
I would assume so, but
That is what I would assume.
cannot confirm.
No Douglas.
The rabbit is fine. It's actually just right over here next to Matt.
What do ours look like side by side? Well, mine looks good and yours looks like shit. Not because of the build quality, just because it's AIDS. But it's whatever. The front's honestly a lot the same. The B pillar is double, but not even really in the same way. The back bar, like, they're TJ based and they're VS410 based. That's literally, so like from the side, they don't really look the same. The front bumper is pretty close. Mine's got a little bit different bar on the sides. I don't have the shock hoops, but you have the angry Jeep. Dual B pillar, which I also have, but since our roof lines are different, that's a lot different. The rear of yours is much smaller. Shock towers are different. Shock mounts.
The rear shock mounts are pretty similar.
Yeah, they're similar. Yours go back, mine come forward.
Yeah.
But it looks good. I'm ready to kind of see where you take it and see it done. Can't wait to see it in metal cast teal or whatever you're doing.
Please don't.
I mean, I can't say much. Mine's tangerine pearl, basically. I can't remember what this color is actually called. But got all the scale hardwares.
Gotta have that.
Which I got made fun of for
Who would do such a thing?
my stupid friends. Yeah, so, I mean, it's wild how, like, similar they are because Jordan built both of them and how different they are. I guess our B-pillar bracing is the same. We both have an X with the seat bar. So, but pretty much, I mean, like, they don't share a whole lot in common with each other. My frame rails are different in the front. Yours do like a thingy. Mine just do that. And I think your bumper's a little wider. Yeah, for sure. So, looking at this The front end's a little different. So they look good though. I love my buggy. I mean, I assume that you're gonna love yours. I spent a long time on it this weekend. A long time.
I spent a lot of time on yours too, Glenn.
Yeah, he did. So I painted all the interior stuff, mounted my seats, made the little pedestals that my seats fit on, put the electronics, put it all back together. Put everything in it, decided I hate the servo. Well, I need a different servo, I guess. But RC Builders of Indiana, how much does it cost for you to build a Jeep buggy like that?
A lot.
Yeah, nah, I won't.
I think this is probably, well, I owe Matt one more. I may just cash Matt out on that
Bitch.
one.
Oh.
This is probably the last one I'm going to build, like, for somebody.
Yeah.
I think from here on I'm going to build what's up here. And then I've got an idea of who's wanting one. And kind of reach out to those people first. See if they're interested in it. And then, if not, post it online for sale.
Yeah.
But, and like, I mean, I guess it is kind of Glenn's fault because he was the one that wanted it before Beat the Creek. But, like, the pressure of them is just not really worth it to me.
Yeah.
And, like, neither Matt nor Glenn put the pressure on me. It's just personal. Like, I felt bad working on, like, I want to get my YJ ready for Beat the Creek, but I feel bad working on it knowing that Glenn doesn't have his buggy yet. So,
yeah. I think a lot of it also, the stress comes from, like, I think you and I both are pretty hard on ourselves. I don't want to send something out that I think is good and then have someone get it. And then all of a sudden I'm being blasted on Facebook because someone thinks my buggy's a piece of shit and I never should have sent it out, et cetera, et cetera. And then I'm defending myself.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be...
Amory works. And so...
Yeah, I'm not trying to be Tim.
I don't want any of that. And I've been very selective about who I build buggies for to begin with.
Yeah.
And I think my problem at this point is I have so many ideas in my head and I have so many unfinished projects of my own.
Yep.
I need to really, like, I said it last year and I did an okay job. I need to spend this year literally just finishing all the things I have. I have 4 tubers, not counting this one, because I would consider that one basically done minus some wiring stuff. I have 4 tube chassis that are not done. Plus I also have my Pro Mod and I have a 1.9 Unlimited that's basically a skid and some sliders right now. They won't get done for this month, but I have so much stuff I need to personally get done, and with the way that I'm doing videos now, it's very hard to build a buggy on camera. So I will probably build something, and if I don't like it or I like it more than something, I'll probably strip down Buggy A after I build Buggy B. Buggy A may be for sale, but I don't think I'm going to do...
Yeah.
I mean, unless someone comes up with the money.
Yeah, because I've got 3 buggies bouncing around my head that need to get on the table.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Also, I don't know if you guys can see this pile of links. Glenn gave me this entire quart-sized bag full of links.
And none of them are right?
Not a single one is what I need.
Should have said something. I'd have brought a link set over. I got them taped up, or actually they're zip tied and then also taped together. I have like 6 sets of PP links. What do you need? What are you doing? You need another...
So these are my links.
Oh. That explains it.
So I thought he just needed...
Good job, Glenn.
No, this is definitely not Glenn's fault.
We can blame it on him, though.
we can blame it on Glenn just because he's the current person that I'm building one for. But I mentioned that when I got done with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was supposed to focus on my own buggy, and Glenn hit the PayPal really nicely, and
Glenn made it hard to say no for one.
yeah,
And he, like, in his credit, he did say, like, there is no rush.
make me this, motherfucker.
He did that too, but he did say there's no rush, et cetera, but it would be super cool to have it beat the creek. And, you know, where that all falls is Jordan has things he wants to get done for Beat the Creek. But if you have someone that's already paid you and you're working on stuff that's not theirs and saying, oh, well, your truck's not going to be done for Beat the Creek because I want to get my stuff done.
Yeah.
Unless you're just a piece of shit. Like, that does not feel good.
So instead, I put us both behind the 8-ball, and we both have the same amount of time to get our shit done.
Yeah, I've decided that this is getting done, and I'm finishing the Beluga Suburban, and anything after that is just gravy on top of my biscuits, or however the hell people put that.
Nice.
Icing on the cake. I wanted to get a lot of other things done. I think I can. The show truck is definitely started enough to where I may be able to bring it. The van's not going to Beat the Creek because it's only getting worse with time, and it has less paint on it and bodywork than it did before. The red Suburban is now half sanded. It's not going. For the 15th year in a row, my turquoise and white crew cab's not done. So,
yeah, that one needs to
I know
get moved up
that's
the list.
That's what I'm thinking too. It needs repainted in parts. That's what's keeping me from really doing anything. But it's not. And I would think that Jordan and I both know you well enough that you're not gonna be like, oh, fucking Jordan, like we didn't have his shit done. Like, would it have bothered you? Maybe not. But would it have bothered him, and would it have bothered me if it was me in his shoes? 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, I'd have to look at my drawing to see when I drew it. But, like, when we talked about it, it was X number of dollars to have it done by Beat the Creek. So, like, then I'm just a piece of shit for
Backing out.
being like, well, I didn't get it done. Fuck off. I'm already 2 weeks behind what I wanted it shipped out. So, Glenn, you need links.
I have some.
Well, he said he didn't send me half of what he has. So
So are you just gonna send him the stuff in the box until they figure it out?
send him his links back and figure it out.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I guess what I could do, well, I'll get it measured out and
Teleguided. Hello, sir.
teleguided. Good evening. Teleguided and I were talking the other day, and one of the things that I mentioned is a lot of my RC cars get them to a point where, like you said, you know, this one's basically done. Like a few more things and it's done. Mm-hmm. Whereas like there's still a lot more like lights and like taking it to the next level.
Yeah.
And my plan is to start doing that. Because like my Juggy has never been fully done.
Yeah. In all honesty, I've gone farther with this and made this thing nicer than any other tuber I think I've done so far, for sure. I could put lights in the front, and I left room in the rear panels to put the Phoenix buckets in, which I could always do. But I don't know if I want to. Like, I'm never going to run. We don't ever run at night.
Yeah.
So, like, lights are one of those things that it's cool to say, oh, it's got lights, but Jordan and I are never going to use them. Like, it's never going to be, oh, we're going to go out because we have lights. Like, it's just not something we do. And I'm not saying it's not a cool thing to do, but, you know.
Well, and realistically, I don't build a whole lot of things without a deadline.
Yeah.
So
Or with a deadline or without? Ah, son of a...
I don't build things without a deadline.
Oh, okay.
Because it's always race to beat the creek, or
Yeah.
got to have this done for October, or got to have this done for We Rock.
Understand.
So then I'm like, well, it's drivable.
Fuck it. Yeah. I get that. I get that for sure.
Jason, we do not do the night runs at Beat the Creek because by that point, we are tired of peopling.
We discussed this last week, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
By that point, we're tired of peopling and it's time for dinner. And because we don't stay on the property, that means we have to go get our favorite dinner spots, which are anonymous because people are always trying to be blowing up our spots.
Yeah. People got big ass mouths. Ooh, have you guys ever tried whatever? Shut the hell up, dude.
Oh, well. Ryan said we're frozen, but I'm not frozen on my end.
Yeah, I'm not frozen either. Does it look like... Hang on. I am gonna clean this real quick.
Clean it?
Yeah, it looks like the lens has like grease or something on it. Hang on, fellas.
Rabbit's feet?
Rabbits, yes. That's better. Now it's clear.
Not frozen.
So, I don't know if you noticed or not, or if we discussed this, but did you notice that the front shock towers are single shear?
We did not discuss this, but I did notice that.
I'm gonna try real hard
Yeah, okay.
to drive this like I have a brain. I don't know if it's gonna work.
He's going to try really hard on that.
I'm gonna try really hard. I can't promise anything, but by golly.
I got me some shorter links,
Nice.
so hopefully my
I need to
blazer...
power this up. You have a receiver,
Yeah.
a Spectrum receiver. Can I borrow one real quick?
What size?
Never mind. I got this one.
Okay.
Thank you, but no thank you. Get out of there, bitch.
Matt, or John said, Matt, it ain't going to happen.
I'm getting better.
He's going to try.
I'm getting better.
Rob said, I don't believe it. And Glenn said, terrible idea.
You know, it's fine.
Yeah.
Jordan and Doug have rubbed off on me a lot. I'm working on things, you know.
I'd really like to have this blazer ready for Beat the Creek as well. But,
Dang. Making all the deadlines.
I mean, realistically, like if I can get the links figured out,
Yeah.
slap your body on it,
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
it's done.
Yeah.
Will the creek be ready for Beat the Creek? Probably not. Also, Chris, I assume that is in reference to all of the posts today about what the creek looked like.
What's the creek look like?
I posted a picture of said creek. It's actually my creek in my backyard, which is much deeper than
The actual creek.
Chris's or
Joe's Creek.
Joe's creek ever has been.
It's funny. Oh well.
Glenn, the links that you sent on the Pro should work. I didn't even look at it because I know you mentioned they may not be stock links, but you need an additional
Front
link.
or rear lower or rear. You need another front upper, which is now your rear upper.
That. Plus, I believe the now front upper is a little bit longer than a stock front upper, but shorter than the other one than like a stock rear upper. What happens if there's water in the creek? What do we do?
I believe we freak out and go
what
home.
we do, I don't know what collectively we do, but if there's a lot of water in the creek, Jordan doesn't go in it.
I hope there's not a lot of water, but I could get down with some mud. Yeah, but
Ugh. Where's that?
yeah.
That exact one. Am I bringing jet boats? I mean, you could.
Full beans always. The problem being, I tried full beans with this truck, and while it does work sometimes, sometimes it does not work.
Did you see John say, what did Doug and Jordan rub on you? Well, we rubbed it off of him.
Yeah. We've been over it multiple times. I think the three of us have been good and bad influences on each other.
Yeah, just look at my square body collection and Matt's Jeep collection.
Precisely. And,
Speaking of which,
oh boy.
fuck you.
Why?
I saw the comment section on your video this morning.
Well, what?
I think it was you and John
No.
blaming me for this shit.
No. I mean, you did convince me to build tubers again.
Put the sub back in Suburban. There you go. Bet you won't.
No, not a goddamn chance.
You got plenty of them.
I have two.
That's a lot.
That's not a lot. One of them's two-wheel drive and lowered. I do, Jason, wear good shoes.
Yo, why is that, Matt?
Well, because I don't want to die, for one.
Yep.
So, I wear good shoes.
That's the only reason?
Because I'm old and I learned a long time ago that that's what I need to do.
Interesting.
What other answer is there?
Just thinking of slick rocks.
Oh, yeah, there's that too. Yes, we wear good shoes so that we don't fall.
Ryan, I will put you on the list
The list.
of the Nilla Bear buggies.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
My backlog is getting almost as long as my...
Front log?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means, but I thought it was funny.
Rainbow Warrior shoes.
I do.
Yeah, those are Matt's.
These are my good. Those are my good shoes, though. I'll have actual factual shoes once we get there and everything. Go. Oh, shit. Ah, you bitch. This is gonna suck. I have my rainbow shoes on right now, I believe. I do. They're tie-dye, for one. Thank you. You jerk. You dick. Alright, so I need to... Okay. There we go. The bunny is like freaking out. She's like, what the hell are we doing here?
Why are there people in my house?
Talking to themselves.
So for those of you that are not friends with me on my personal Facebook, which thank you for not doing that.
It's not an invite.
It's not an invite. Our neighbor last week, a domesticated rabbit showed up in their bushes and was hanging out. Which I don't know why it was hanging out because, Haley only brought it food every freaking morning.
No.
But right before all of the storms came through last week, Haley was able to catch it. So now, said rabbit is staying in my basement. It's got a pretty sweet setup.
It does.
It's got a
nice house.
A dog playpen thing as its cage. It's got a little tunnel to hide in. It's got a box house. And the best part of the damn thing is it's litter box trained.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they trained it to do that or if rabbits just naturally do that or how that worked, but it's done. So that's pretty cool.
I find it very odd that this rabbit was out by itself. Because I can only assume that litter box training a rabbit is not hard or maybe easy. I don't know, but she seems very well behaved and very domesticated to just be, get the hell out of my car. You know?
Yeah.
Do you know who needs a rabbit? Janice needs a rabbit. That's who needs a rabbit.
Janice, do you need a rabbit?
We're not asking her. We're just saying Janice needs a rabbit. She doesn't know it yet.
All right. I'll drop it off tomorrow.
All right. She's always had crazy stuff whenever I was a kid. So, I mean, it just makes sense.
No, Dad. Be careful, because I'll drop it off at your house.
Whoa. What's up, Brad?
I'll forget where Janice's house is. And drop it off at your house. You and Cooper can just hang out with the rabbit.
She is a pretty cool little pet. I won't lie about that.
Cooper always likes snacks. Now you sound like half my friends on Facebook.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Son of a bitch. Oh, double balls. Get in there. Just let. There we go. I don't know.
Also, this is a perfect example of how our friendship is bad for each other.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm working on hard body stuff and you're working on tubers.
Yeah. Yeah. Things happen, you know? It's whatever.
Square body, hard body things.
Yeah, we've definitely swapped positions here. Oh, that nope, didn't like the way that sounded.
Nope. That escalated quickly.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Okay.
Make it stop.
That's Diggy Dig, right? So that's full go.
Oh, God.
Oh, golly.
I need to put my, whatchamacallits on here.
Oh, whatchamacallits, huh?
My, yeah. What are those called?
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
rear shocks.
Oh, the cantilevers?
Yeah, that one.
The, the doodad, the wang doodles.
Yeah, the wing doodles.
Wang doodles. Do love me a good wang doodle.
Glenn, you're not eating my rabbit.
Fucking West Virginia people. Shut up.
You're lucky Haley doesn't cut you just for saying it.
Yeah, no joke. Old fucking PETA up there.
Put it in PETA.
I have been trolling PETA pretty hard lately. Get in there, bitch. Bitch. There we go. All right. Let's see. There they are. It does look tasty. Anyone name the rabbit yet? Peter Cottontail, Roger Rabbit, Thumper, Buster Rabbit. I want to go, especially in Stray. Stray? Stew. I want to go with like an old lady name. I think like Edna would be a good name for her. But, you know, whatever.
She is just staring at you.
No, she wants me to take her home, but I can't. Sorry, Edna.
Nobody has named the rabbit yet.
Nope.
Ooh, Stella.
Nice. Sound like Bill.
What was Haley's grandma's name?
Bill does love a good Stella, even though it smells like skunk piss.
Sounds
Agnes.
delicious.
Her name is Dinner. Ah.
That was funny.
I'm gonna eat your rabbit. Oh, hardy heart.
Well then.
Anyway.
Your mom?
Yes. Your mom's downstairs. I like this already. Jordan, your mom needs fed.
No. Ryan said he tore apart his optic and put the VFD skid and trans in it, or in the Ibex buggy.
Haley would probably disagree on that name. We're not going to ask her. We're just going to do it. That's the way that works, right?
Have you met my wife?
Especially with Haley. We just do it.
That is not how things work.
God, love her. That's funny.
Your mom is litter box trained.
Oh, Brad did a good job. You will suffer the wrath. Yes. Your mom is waiting for me at home. I kind of almost vote we name her your mom now.
Well, it's a good thing none of you have a say.
Can I have her and then I'll just leave her here? Should we like...
No, it's not your printer's mascot.
Yes, it could be. Ooh, we could name her Creality. See? It's quite creative.
Yeah.
Name her Dinner. Balls. I dropped that. Where'd it go?
Go in your hole.
Bitch. It's in there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Found it.
You know, when I'm building custom trucks, sometimes it reminds me that I should just be like other people that are like, well, if I can't buy it in a kit, I can't do it.
Yeah, I know, right? Believe me, I wish I could still be one of those people that was like, I have 30 trucks, but they're basically 30 different trucks with 30 different Lexan bodies, and that's completely okay with me. And I'd be like, yeah, and I think we'd be happier. Like, as people, I think we'd be happier.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if these are facts.
Shut up.
Shut. Oh, okay. Cool. Man, that is close.
Sounds lame. I agree.
I mean, it does, for sure. Wouldn't make very good content, I know that much.
I slapped a new Lexan body on my truck today.
Look out. Getting crazy.
It's the early Bullman videos.
Right? Oh, balls. Nope, that's tight. Farts. That's what I was afraid of.
Have you gentlemen ordered your OT6 wizards? We have not.
What'd you call me?
An OT6 wizard.
I'm a pinball wizard, actually.
Um,
I probably don't even know what the fuck that means, so. Ooh. That's interesting. That happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, we
Absolutely have not.
neither one of us have, nor are we planning on it.
Those are the portal slash.
Well, that's a whole truck, I thought, right?
Oh, is it? Yeah, same. Whatever. Son of a bitch.
From my understanding, it was a good deal
Yeah.
for like a full-blown Z's comp truck.
Full blownsies.
Yeah.
Full blownsies.
It was basically a roller, I believe.
Yeah.
Good evening, Eric.
Why are you being a bitch?
Jason said, no doubt you would be happier. I wish I had more time to play around with welding and 3D printing and tubes.
Yeah. I don't know that I'd be happier necessarily, but man, it would be easier, that's for sure.
Chad, we're not currently building buggies for people right now. But you're in the $750 to $1,000 range for the cages.
Yeah. And half of that is just to get either one of us to do it. If I'm just being honest.
That's not what I said.
What?
Wait, what?
What? Oh, he said he doesn't think that we'd be happier
Oh,
if we
I gotcha.
just did nothing.
Sorry, that comes back to our third grade reading level.
Have we mentioned that we're stupid? There we go. Lock up the back here.
I mean, it's not terrible priced, but I know a lot of people also hear that and would probably panic a little bit.
No.
But here's
Titties.
that's number 9,
Nine.
right?
Yep.
And this is number 11. Not that I have a production of them, I just like keeping track of them, so
It's kind of weird.
good. Let's keep it that way.
Keep Nella Bear weird.
That's right.
Can you go any further? Nope, that's all I got. Okay, cool. So I got my dig servo set up.
Yes.
Yep. So now all I gotta do is finish the cage. Hopefully I get my Three Brothers order in the next few days, because that's getting a yellow jacket and a beekeeper. And we can go from there. Because I believe that I'm going to start. Ready? I believe I'm going to start phasing out the Mamba Maxes.
Wow.
Yeah, bud. Yeah, direct power. No more Mama Max. Going with Beekeepers, Silent Assassins, whichever one is in stock, and I can get a discount on.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
Thank you, Chad. There will be
Blood. There will be blood.
guaranteed 3 of them there.
What?
Nilla Bears.
Yes.
4 of them, because I'll bring the We Rock buggy as well.
Bring the F toy?
No.
I'm gonna bring mine. Maybe I can sell it this time.
But there'll be these two. There'll be my YJ buggy, which is number 1, and then my We Rock Pro Mod is.
I bet 3 will be there somewhere.
I would assume so.
Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you. My bad.
And 3 should be. So 1, good chance 2 will be there. Your old one.
I thought that was 3.
No,
Oh, okay.
that's 2. 3 is your Dun RC's buggy.
Okay.
4
That's
is
the 4-wheel steer one, right?
Yep. That was the silver cage teal panels when I sold it. That's
Ugly. I mean, what?
3. Tyler had 4. Right? I don't know. I have a list of them.
No? What Tyler buy?
My 4-wheel steer one.
That's not the one that your Don has, right?
No.
I can't remember that guy's name.
Jeremy.
Yes, that's it.
Jeremy with your Dun RC has number 3. Number 4 is in Tyler's possession, right?
And I doubt it anymore.
I
I bet the same guy owns 4 and 2. Since they both sold everything.
Yeah. So I don't know where that one's at. I like that one better as far as my 4-wheel steer buggies go. And then my original F toy is number 5.
Corey has that still, yeah. No,
Cor-
Andrew has that, right?
Corey Walls has that. Andrew bought it, and then Corey got it from him.
Okay.
So that one's in Florida.
Florida.
Josh said his buddy Matt has it.
Has what? Which one?
Yeah.
Two or
Because now Kirby may have bought 2 of them.
Yeah, I was to say, Kirby bought out Tyler and Gary. So Gary had 2, which was on portals. It was red, right? Red with black and white stripes.
Yeah, silver.
Black and silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, which that one was Jeep based. Number 2 is Jeep based.
This is Jake.
All-wheel steer on portals. Okay. So his buddy Matt has number 4.
Okay. Colton has 4 now?
Huh?
Number 4? Oh, Tyler sold to Chop Shop. So Colton has number 4 then.
Gordley just said that his buddy Matt has it.
Glenn just said Colton has number 4. Which one did Tyler have?
Tyler had my 4-wheel steer one.
Which was number
4.
Okay, then Colton has it.
And then
Kirby has 2.
Kirby had...
At least had. Kirby bought number 2 from Gary. God only knows if he still has it right now, but knowing Kirby, probably not. But, well, maybe.
So needless to say, once it goes into Ohio, it's just lost into the abyss.
Yeah, basically. Ohio guys don't keep things very long.
So then my F toys down in Florida with Corey. Number 6 is my 6. Haha.
Aha.
Look what I did there.
Aha. Something on fire. I keep smelling burnt electronics, but my battery is unplugged.
Hope not.
Okay, my battery is not puffing and
Nope.
going to explode, so
Um,
maybe it's the bunny. Maybe she's on fire.
my Pro Mod is number 7. F Toy 2.0 is number 8. That's 9. My other buggy is technically 10 that I haven't started. It's drawn out, but that's 11.
This is inconvenient.
12, 13, 14, and 15 are on the books.
Can my next one be an even number?
Sure.
Because it's a little. I don't like the odds, and you made
So
this
you
one.
don't want lucky number 13.
Nah, I'm good. I mean, I guess I could kind of paint it lucky number 13 though. That'd be kind of cool. Like rockabilly, like have those. You know when the hipstery rockabilly guys have like all those stars in between all their tattoos. Instead of getting a full sleeve, they just have like little stardusty looking things.
No.
I could put like old school. I like that actually. Yeah, I'll take 13. We'll do that. Unless, well, whichever one gets it built sooner than later. So no, just probably in general.
Yeah, I don't know. I will.
Yeah, about that, I don't know.
So, Josh said that his buddy Matt, Gordley says Matt, whoever Matt is,
Who the fuck is Matt?
has the 4-wheel steer one. That Glenn is saying Chop Shop bought.
Okay. So maybe Chop Shop bought it and then sold it to this Matt fella.
So that's number 4. All right.
Put that in your notes.
Yeah, I asked him Matt who, so I can figure out.
Some guy named Matt has it. You know you can't trust those Matt guys.
All right.
You know what really sucks is I spent like 20 minutes getting this servo arm properly figured out the other day, and I just took it off of that LP and put this in here.
Why are you?
Direct power. Direct power. I'm done with all the jazz in the business.
The Becks,
Yes.
as we call it in the biz.
Yes, I'm done with the backs. Let's see. I'm finishing up the H10 with a 3-gear on AR-45s. What? Chris says, those darn Ohio guys. I just agree. All I know is Tyler sold the Chop Shop. Yep, we've got that part.
Yeah.
Steinbuggy. I don't know. Tell him to get on the live. We want to talk to him. We just want to have a word with him. We're just talking.
All right.
Come to our life. We would like to have a chat.
Yeah, this is also why I don't want to build too many of these damn things
Keeping track of all
to keep track of. And that's just my tism that's keeping track of those.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever.
I don't know where any of mine are. I know Chris has the Yeti buggy and has turned it into a Formula off-road paddle tire thingy.
Those darn Ohio guys, speaking of which.
Yeah, no joke. Other than that, I don't have a clue where most of my stuff is. I don't even know that one guy that had my, the one that I sold to Nolan. I don't know where he was at. Where he was from or where he is or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Didn't one of yours go to Colorado or something?
Yeah. I don't know who owned it though, was what I was saying. I'm not sure who that is. Yeah. Yeah, the one that I built that's kind of bouncery looking. That's the one I sold Nolan. And that's the one in Colorado, I think, is where that one was. Because I believe you saw it on the Tucky of Ticks. Or maybe the Grams, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I do believe so. Also, it sounds like my 4-wheel steer buggy may not have gone through Chop Shop.
Yeah.
It may have sold outside of that deal.
Almost like Glenn doesn't know what he's talking about.
Glenn's a fucking idiot.
Idiot. God, he's so dumb.
Just kidding, Glenn.
I'm not.
That's not.
I'm just playing. I got to thinking.
That's scary.
I know. You know, if you don't quite understand humor,
We just sound like complete assholes.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, you know, people see that all the time.
I'm sure. Get on there, stupid. There you go. Yeah, I do. I do wonder if maybe that's some of the disconnect for me personally. Ow! people that watch my channel and stuff is like, if you weren't raised by freaking heathens, maybe you don't understand.
Fuck them if they can't take a joke. That's
Oh,
right.
I agree. That's
My boss says that almost on a daily basis.
yeah. That's kind of one of the things, like, that's why I've just come to be okay with the fact that, like, I'll never be that YouTuber super popular, like, everybody watches, because I can't do what they do.
Be professional.
That, keeping my mouth shut whenever people are doing things or whatever, and then they just go, oh, I saw that, and they just, like, leave it. Like, that's not me either. Can't do that. So. Defer. Let's see if this works here. All right. Ow. Let go of me. Oh. It's just a hood. Speaking of which, wonder where he is. She's just a fucking hood.
So you know what? One thing about watching the buggies go around is a lot of people don't seem to change them a whole lot.
Yeah, it's just panels. I like. I also wonder if that's not part of the fact that, like, how are people going to change them? You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's just going to buy this buggy and be like, I'm going to cut the roof of it off.
Right. Well, like, even, I mean, granted, number 4 has not been in its current owner's hands for that long, but
Yeah.
Josh sent me a current picture of it.
What are you going to do with it?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you think they're going to do?
I don't know. I would have to do something to it to.
You and I would have to do something to it, precisely. But I don't think other people are going to.
Haha! Josh said it pulls stupid lines. Good to hear.
It sure does.
Glad to hear that.
It's a pretty sick buggy. Well, sick performing buggy.
Well, that one was built with no intentions of selling.
Yeah, I like that part. But I don't really think that matters, honestly.
No, it's just.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but, like, I think you and I and probably a lot of other people, if we're building something, like, I don't know personally, whoever, but I'm building it to be as well performing as possible, no matter where it's going or what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
I unplugged it. I was like, why didn't this servo hold? Stupid. Let's see, mouse select. Number. Oh, by the way, Holden said you're dumb and you don't know how to spell because of the 3 in Nillabear. He goes, this guy doesn't even know how to spell.
Why won't you tell him? That's rude.
Okay. I'm sure he won't care.
I'm college educated.
It shows. Shoop-a-doo. Get this guy in bind. Bind.
Glenn said, LOL, I literally told Jordan appearance over performance for mine. Which is a good thing that I'm the builder and I don't have to listen to all inputs.
Oh, wow. just that it actually works. Basically, not gonna lie, dude, that thing is like.
Also, the doctor asked. Speaking of the doctor, asked how Holden's arm was.
Is good. He is healing. He has his appointment thingamaflop in like 3 weeks or so. So he should be able to get his cast off. Luckily, like it wasn't like a compound fracture or anything. Like obviously he still broke his freaking arm. So there's, there's that. But
Yeah, call me stupid.
I didn't break my arm. Stupid kid.
I'm arguing with a child. It's not even near me.
Pulled Pork said, Matt, what servo did you put in the bear? So I just put a Reefs 777 in it. I took the raw 800 LP out because I also put the Silent Assassin in there, and it has the JST for direct power. And since Reefs does not make a direct power servo, I went ahead and put the 777 in there just because I had it, and it's direct power, pretty much. Now I don't have to.
The 777 is a Reefs.
I knew what I meant. LP. They don't make an LP with direct power.
I gotcha.
I knew what I meant, but good catch.
I was confused.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. I'm sure everybody was confused. Because I'm retarded.
Kind of like your short wheelbase, or your regular wheelbase is for the K10.
Dude,
And then the long wheelbase is for the K10.
I was so like, you don't know how hard it was to edit that because like I literally said the wrong thing about 6 times in a row, and I was sitting there just going, God, stupid, just say what, and it just would not come out of my face. But anyway, anywho, that's from a lady on TikTok. I can't find her anymore. Crawler J, we don't need that kind of talk in here. Okay?
What kind of bullshit's he spewing?
He said less than a month for BtC. We don't need that kind of negativity.
Damn it, it's still long.
That's what she said. Not much. I mean, it is a little, I'll shorten it a little bit. Did you use right links?
Yeah.
Are those shrink mounts or are those your own 3D printed found files?
Those.
Dang. I mean, no, because the front line's up. It's got to be something you have in the back. I like it.
I don't know, that tucks in there.
Sure
correctly.
does. Sure does tuck right in there. Jed.
Done.
Dumb.
Well, there's that too. Slap a motor in it.
Call her dumb. Let's see here. Oh, that's backwards. Stupid.
Just your friendly reminder.
I don't need that. I do like what's I don't want to call it weird, but what's kind of like sucks. I look forward to meeting, or like not meeting. I do look forward to meeting everybody, but I look forward to seeing people. Like I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing all the people that I really don't see very often, right? However, on the flip side of that, the realization of all the things I need to want to get done, and where I'm at is, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Whoa.
I put multiples of them.
Cool.
Alright, so I gotta put this far enough back that it doesn't touch the motor contacts. So there is definitely going to be some Mamba clearance after just now driving this thing. That was pretty rad. Frozen? Not frozen. No video or audio. I'm literally watching.
Yeah, Glenn, it's just you. Did Elon take your Starlink away?
Oh no. Let's
All right,
see.
this thing's rad.
I like it.
So if I adjust the links anymore, it's not going to tuck into that wheel well.
That's a good
Correctly.
point. So now what? Now what?
Just cut her up for some big old tires.
So what? So what, you dirty little slut? Who cares? Who cares about you?
Get this junk out of here. Show off my blazer.
I agree. Shit.
If he is frozen, he won't hear you.
Still no waving, no video or audio. Well,
Glenn, turn yours off and try again.
yeah. Turn it off, turn it back on.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on yet?
Oofda. May have to go behind that guy there. Oh, there we go. That gives a little more room.
Hi, frozen.
Frozen. We're literally like
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing because we're
both watching it. So I'm not real sure what is going on. Like I can't do anything whenever we're not frozen. If he is frozen, I'm back.
Glenn's back.
Okay.
Come back, Chris.
I think Chris was just saying hi frozen because Glenn said I'm frozen. Dad jokes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hungry. Hi, hungry. Nice to meet you.
Chris is way too damn young for that.
I'm dad. I do that to my kids all the time, and they do not appreciate that humor. 0 out of 10. Especially Reese. She is, when she is hungry, she is not about that life. Where did I put? Not my scale hardware. I know where all that is. You know what I mean?
In your stupid truck.
Hey, fuck you. Damn it. Oh well, maybe it's not that deep. Cool. Well, this literally is now wiring and done. That makes me freaking excited. Well, not even wiring, just cleaned up and done. That makes my PP happy.
Well, that's basically what this thing needs is
Well,
wired up.
yeah, I wish somebody would have made the ESC mount a little better, because this sucks.
You know what you should do?
What? Get rid of it?
Bend this into an L and flip it around so it goes down like right here.
I do like that idea. Like that idea better. I do.
It's kind of what I did to Glenn's. So I learned how stupid yours was and then made it better.
Ah,
than
thanks.
Glenn.
That's great. I thought we were better friends than that. But that's
Well,
cool.
so you see, the thing is, I wasn't sure if he was smart enough to figure it out.
We had to had to stupid proof it for the West
I
Virginia.
had to make it ready to run, you know?
Gilly.
I'm kidding, Glenn.
I do that to Gabe. Needs more scale hardware. I did add 2 that I wasn't planning on because these 2 actually show. So I took the normal hardware out and
Dang, son, the shifter comes out the trans tunnel.
yeah, bud.
Dang.
I tried really hard to make this thing nice,
That
and I appreciate it that it's being seen.
that's impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. Oop. Oop. There we go.
So, fun fact: it is April, and A-Main still has not shipped my blazer body.
I was thinking about you the other day because RC 4 Drive has them in stock. While they aren't as cheap, they are in stock. So I almost bought one. Actually, I had 2 in the cart and I put them back. I deleted them. Because in all honesty, I don't need them. But I was like,
Well, if you could use one and you want to buy it, go for it.
yeah.
And then whenever, my problem is, my luck is we would do that, and then A-Main would be like, we're never getting these back. Here's your money back.
Yeah.
And then I would be.
This actually needs bent the other way. That's pretty cool. Nope, actually it doesn't. It needs to not. Nope, it just needs. Nope. The bar's in the way.
Well, bend it a little bit more so it goes.
The bar's in the way. That's what I'm saying.
Which
to
bar?
get it to mount the frame, like literally the chassis is in the way.
Well, it wasn't designed to go that way, so
Well, it was designed to have an ESC mount, and then what happened? The ESC doesn't mount. So, what do you want from me here? I'll just get rid of it. It's fine. I got the thingy, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'll just put that in there.
Put it on
If I
that.
could find it. Where is it? Do you know where the floors are?
Yeah, I know where the floor's at.
Oh, you're so cute sometimes.
What's going on, blind guy?
Hey-o!
Now, the real question is, do I leave this
Yes.
with a twin?
With a twin? Oh, no.
Or just swap it out for a regular?
I'd do the swippity swap personally, but that's just me. Oh, shit. See my little seat pedestals? You like that?
Dang.
I know, dude. I'm telling you.
What is that?
Styrene. I built it. It's just styrene tube with just flat plate.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks. I tried really hard with this thing, I'm telling you.
And it shows.
Thank you. Frozen. Frozen. I put... Where'd I go? I put a bunch of screws...
Although you do need to replace these two little silver screws in the axle.
I put those in there the other day just for placeholders. I need to find some doodads.
Yeah.
I'll take them out right now, actually. I know of a place I can get more.
Because you need them for your air fenders.
Yeah, basically. Oh, shit.
That's another thing. I need to go through Glenn's and make sure that all his body panels have. Glenn, are you putting scale hardware for your body panels?
Ah, bitch. There we go. I guess I could do that. Kinda. I feel like the engineering on my buggy was really good, but just needed a little help sometimes.
Alright, I stepped away when all I heard was the engineering was really good.
But could have just used a few little things.
Well, that's what you get for wanting Millibear 9 and not Millibear 47. Because I bet when Teleguided gets Millibear 69, it's just going to be perfect.
Yeah, I bet. Probably because he's Canadian and you like him more.
Exactly.
Let's see here.
More room.
Believe me, I understand. So, my buddy Matt was the one asking for an SCX6 the other day. I don't know if I told you that. The one that was on Indian RC. And I was like, hey, David's a good dude. He bought it off of David Boland.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's my friend Matt.
Okay.
He went to school with Lyd. So knows, her and all that stuff. But, yeah. So he came over the other day because I built that, I fixed that Wraith for his daughter.
Okay.
That was actually, the part of the arc fuck part, and everything, so.
What's going on, Doug?
Hi, Doug.
You missed out on dinner.
Yep.
It was delicious.
It was pretty damn good. Oh, it was really good. Some people call it pizza, but it really wasn't pizza.
What was it?
French garlic bread pizza or something like that. Some shit. Also, mounting these seats like this and then trying to put the inserts on can blow me. All of it can suck my ass.
So
That was terrible.
you talking about the little foam piece?
Yes.
So for the Pro Mod, I left the back on it and then just flipped up the seat and then kind of pushed it down into place and put my guy on top of it.
I noticed also that means you got rid of the seatbelts.
I bought that seat used a long time ago.
Oh, so you didn't have seatbelts.
Didn't have seatbelts.
Gotcha. Oh, heavens. What's that? Oh, that goes too. But anyway. So yeah, Matt bought an SCX6. And so now I believe he's going to do 6 things with this. What the hell? There's shit falling everywhere. There's things that I've dropped. So now he'll be doing 6 things with this.
So you gonna go to Beat the Creek?
I don't think he's ready for that. I discussed it with him. I don't know if he's going to make like a 1 day or, anything like that. But
Yeah.
I don't think he's that deep yet. But I'll tell you what, give him time and I'll get him that deep.
Whoa.
That's fine. So I'll work on it. There we go.
Oh, yep. Doug is, in fact, working on real car things.
Figured as much. Did you have progress? Have you done things?
Yeah, final cage install.
Nice. I don't know if he said that, but I didn't get to read it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the roll bar tonight, bro is welding for me. Nice. Pete's a good guy. I like Pete.
He's alright.
Apparently Pete's only okay. Never mind then.
Fuck that guy.
Fucking Pete. I like Pete. He offered to help pretty much any point in time I've asked. So
Yeah.
this is me poking a big ass hole in this seat, I can tell, but it's okay.
What are you doing?
Trying to get the goddamn nubby dude in there. There he goes. See, all it needed was a little persuasion. Not Asian persuasion, but just regular persuasion.
Oh, you were using American-made
I
persuasion.
was. Goddamn right.
That's an American hammer.
I did something the other day. It's on video, but I used it as a hammer, and I remember looking at the camera going, "Yep, Jordan's gonna see this." All right, so now to put this side together. For what is hopefully, I know I'll have to take it back apart once. Never mind. Because I have to put the shift servo back in, but I don't have a linkage for it, so I'm just going to let it kind of sit there.
Dang-a-ling?
I'm going to let it dang-a-ling. You know what I mean? Edna, what you eating over there? Little pellets?
These stupid pellets.
Bitch gives you vegetables and then leaves you stupid pellets too.
Bye, Doug.
Bye, Doug.
Said he'll check back later.
Sounds good. So, Jordan and Doug know, but I was hitting the feelings yesterday because a random post in a group, a guy that I sold a car to, if you guys are long time viewers, remember that refrigerated colored car that used to be in like over my left hand shoulder. I sold that about 2 years ago, I think, something like that. 3 years ago, something. Can't remember. Anyway, and he popped up and sent me a picture of the car and told me what all was done to it now, and I just
Sat there crying.
I didn't cry. What sucked is I sold it. What's up, dude? I sold it because it was worth more than my Buick. because it was literally, I mean, other than some surface rust, it was rust free. And for a 74, I mean, that's saying something. So, but he has put a 427 big block in it with a 400 turbo and a 9-inch, and it was pretty rad. And I'm glad. Honestly, I'm glad it didn't get derbied. That was basically all I really cared about. But he did tell me that he sold the other 2 wagons he had just like it, and kept that one because it was cleaner. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what else he had. I know he had a green one, but. Ooh. But I was excited to see that. Made me want to get my now 1-to-1 car done. Hello, do you have any 1.9 deep dish wheels for sale? I do not, actually.
Yeah, I don't.
Not exactly sure what you're looking for. If you're looking for like weld style, like Ingens or like the DSPs or something, I don't really sell those. I've tried to figure all that out for all my North American friends, really, but he and I just cannot get that figured out. So, but I have been trying. And he says, "Friend, I cannot do it." And I said, "Well, you know what?
This is bullshit.
Yeah." But I should have some more here pretty soon. I'm pretty excited about. I'm really excited about the one that he's actually designing at this point. That I'm going to be one of the first ones with it. That makes me pretty freaking excited.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's making some Outbacks.
Like Subarus?
Yes. I'm actually going to start wearing sandals and cut my hair. Well, I'm going to leave my hair a little longer than what it is now, and usually just start wearing some khaki shorts and bracelets.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe I'll start vaping. They're not perfect, but I figured they were under the seat, so it doesn't really matter, you know? They look good enough from 10 feet away. I cannot find. Let's see.
Oh, we're gonna have to do like a Nilla Bear run.
We are going to have enough of them. I'm hoping to have something. Oh, prototype. Nice. Is that something that you wanted, or is that something that I'm buying off of you, or like what? How is this working? Because I definitely like what you have even more than I already liked the thingy that you built me. Tornado.
A nader.
Nader.
Not another one. Also, how big of a servo are you putting in your YJ?
I don't know. Do you want my honest answer? I don't know, but I know that me buying something for it is probably not going to happen, which means I'm going to have some sort of something that's just sitting around. Why?
Because I have a. Oh, you kind of inspired it for the doctor.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, I'm glad I could make you do things and spend more money and time messing with things, because that's what I'm good at. Anyway.
So I have some of these like cheaper servos.
Yeah. I think I have a 40 kg
which is what this is.
Yeah.
And then I've got some 70 kgs.
Yikes.
Which sound really strong. But my guess is they're probably not all of that great.
DRZRC says it is definitely a mad scramble to finish projects for BtC. 3 weeks, don't know if there's enough time. Yeah. So I think I have it set up for tomorrow, but members of the channel will see what I did over the weekend for one truck. And it is almost done, along with this being almost done. Well, I won't say that it's almost done. It'd be fine. It's just details. I could have the Suburban done in a day. Will probably have the Suburban done in a day. But I made interior paint for that. So I'll ask you, because I respect your opinion sometimes.
I don't think you do.
I do.
Because you asked for my opinion the other day, and when I gave it to you, you said that was wrong.
That's possible. I didn't say that I didn't, take it and then.
Logan, back me up here.
Anyway,
I don't even know if Logan's here.
Hey, look at that! I can put the seat all the way on and then just
Look at that.
look at it. Would you look at it? Just look at it.
Anyway,
Shit, I don't remember what I was saying.
respect my authority.
Oh yeah. I don't remember what I was gonna say though.
All right.
Sorry,
It's okay.
you interrupted me and
Happy to help.
disrupted my train of thought. Happy to help. Is Logan in here?
I don't know.
I didn't see LOG custom cages or whatever the hell.
All terrain.
Yeah.
Dustin said time that I do not have before BTC. BRZRC. Trying to wrap up my Rekka project at the moment. So much left to do.
Yeah.
Well, this is my project that I'm hoping to have done.
This and the Buggy Suburban are what I really, really want to have done. And should be good. Like literally, this needs some ESC mounting, things like that. And then like this thing is done once I zip tie some wires up. Bluga needs the interior painted, and I need to make seats. And then it's pretty much done. So I am on schedule, but I definitely feel like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is my main focus, but I have 3 projects that I'm trying to.
It's 8:30 already. Shit.
Yeah. Because I want to get the K10 back to a running state.
Yeah. My K10's basically ready. I've got to come over and sandblast some bumpers. So whatever day we decide to do that, I'll probably end up sandblasting forever. We got, oh, goodness. Got it all? Oh, whoa. You about smelled like rotten milk later. Which one do you want me to take?
The one.
This one? Okay. What's up? Oh, thank you. What? Making sure they can't see you? Oh, I see you! She's
That's my wife.
She's pooping. Don't touch her.
She's not pooping.
Why is she in the litter box squatting down then?
I think she's hiding because she's scared of your big loud voice.
She was in her box earlier, and then just a minute ago she was like right here at the gate or
Yeah.
at the,
Oh, was she?
Yeah,
and she
was
like
up.
jumped up.
Aw.
She wanted me to hold her and pet her, but I was like, I'm busy. Sorry, I
You
can't.
can. She'll let you pick her up.
That's not what Jordan said.
What?
I said I have not picked her up.
No, I thought you said you couldn't pick her up or something
No,
like
you
that.
can. She's never tried to bite me or anything.
Yeah.
She never bit me either.
Oh my goodness.
Luckily she didn't.
Do you see my Band-Aid?
I did. That from the
You did that doing RC car stuff. Don't
Evil
they?
bunny.
Get out of here, woman.
Speaking of which, that was what I did with the front end of a TF2, and it doesn't look as bad, but that's because I put the skin back.
So I was making Glenn's seat mount and drilling into it, and it jumped out of my hand and got caught in the blade and became like a circular saw.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That is rough. Yeah, apparently, my oldest daughter went in to go get me a Band-Aid and made it sound bad enough that my wife actually came out in the garage and asked if I was on the floor. If you don't know, blood and things and I don't mix well at all.
Same.
So she was worried that I was passed out.
Speaking of which, we're watching The Pit on
The pit.
Max, I think. It's
Terrible.
actually pretty good. It's in an ER,
Oh God.
and they
I need
each
to-
episode is an actual hour, like in a shift.
Oh, that's cool.
So like, we're several episodes in at this point,
Right.
and it's not till you really think about it, but this is all in the same like shift.
Yeah.
That they're dealing with all of this shit,
Yeah.
and it's pretty good. But like you with blood, I am very much the same way. And there's been a couple times that I'm like, nope,
I'm out.
didn't need to see that.
Okay.
So there's been a couple of those moments, and Haley's like, "Do you not want to watch it?" I was like, "No, I like the show. I just have to be prepared to
Yeah.
not watch for
Part of it.
a few seconds."
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna put, now that I'm down to the tiny little silent assassin, I think I'm gonna two-sided tape that
There you go.
there. Put all my wires and my receiver and shit over here, and then that way that puts that closer to just right there with the battery.
Perfect.
Fuck yeah.
I designed it like that.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Except for the fact that I gave you a Mamba that you put in place for me.
That's my bad.
It is your bad. I agree. 100%.
But I had it in there.
At some point in time, I believe that you had it in there. Now, did you have it in there at the same point in time that you put everything else in there? I don't.
Oh yeah, because I put it in there very late in the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck."
It's okay.
But if you would just get with the times, like you have,
Hey. Listen. I didn't know if it would work with a motor that had, sensor outputs and all that. Like, after I just tested this thing, it's over. It's over for the Mambas. I'm going to have like 15 of them for sale at Beat the Creek.
noise.
Probably literally. 'Cause I probably have at least that many.
I've not seen live PD, but yeah, I think it's kind of the same thing.
God damn, this thing's cool.
I agree. Kudos to your builder.
Yeah. Does this make sense? Is this a thing? Like, does that make sense in IRL?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make it different than just little stickies, you know what I mean? So I figured,
Right.
you know what I mean?
I mean, that's kind of the way they're bent is kind of like what is that transmission?
Oh, like a Lenko?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
But
I think it's cool. I like it. I love this thing.
the only thing I would have done differently is added a third.
I thought about it, but there's nowhere to do that.
So like I would do. The taller one is your transmission, and then I would have two coming basically out of the same spot in the for
I
the
thought about that,
for your twin sticks.
but I didn't know if that was a cool. Oh well.
Let's see.
Are we behind?
Yep.
Okay.
John said he just got done with the panels for his tuber and had to get it out on the rocks
Nice.
and have had it out on the rocks.
Nice.
How'd it do? DRZ, there's definitely that last minute anxiety, regardless of how close to done you think you are. My problem is if I'm like not completely stressed, then I'll add another project.
Yeah, I feel like that's where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm gonna have the pro mod done in the next couple days. It'll be done before Sunday, clearly, because then I need those things off the Cricut as well too, please. The letters and stuff I had you design.
We need to figure that out.
Okay, that's fair.
Dessert is Magic Cookie Bar. Since we did know Doug was not going to be here, and he does not like coconut, so we were allowed to have coconut things.
Because he's gay.
I'm glad I can't do that, so no deadlines for me.
You can.
Yeah, I mean,
You for sure can. You can add deadlines to your little heart's content, and it's
you should see my projects that don't have a deadline.
yeah. I need to make a deadline for myself on a few things for sure. That way, they get done. I'll make a deadline. I'm gonna take the turquoise and white crew cab to October,
Ooh, yeah, there you go. I like it.
and I think I'm gonna try to take the van revamped because I'll probably end up sending that to Scott. I think Scott has surgery, either had surgery like last week or has it within the next couple weeks or something like that. But he said he's just basically he's not like bedridden or anything, but won't be able to do it.
Gonna be down.
Yeah. So he was like, if you want it done by BtC, I need it now so I can pound it out before surgery. I was like, it ain't that big. It's not that deep. Lynn hates that saying, but I like it. Not that deep, bro. Not that deep. Oh, shit. Shit balls fuck.
Dustin said Saturday night Piper ran a cuticle cutter into her hand between her thumb and first finger in that web area. She was trying to open a package of some sorts.
Dude, I literally just got that wave and like that pain under my nose. I don't like that at all.
Ugh.
I don't want to hear those things.
Ryan said Outlander.
I hope she's okay. Oh, by the way, yellow. I had red too. I couldn't find orange. I think yellow looks better though, so it's fine.
Yeah, I would agree.
Dude, I think just doing that.
It really helps.
Yeah. Is that on straight? Just everything's kind of cattywampus.
What is something is not straight in there?
I think it's the because I'm not turning it very hard. I think it's everything on the nut. Because it's it just tightened up. Shit.
It's gonna be like. Woo, woo.
Never be able to tell. It's fine.
Ryan said Outlander has some pretty gruesome parts in it that makes you look away. Yeah, I don't do blood very well.
Yeah.
Haley likes to tell the story of she was having pains in her leg or something at one point, like early on in us dating. So I took her to the ER and they drew blood.
Nope.
And so I was sitting there
I'm out.
and the chick, I don't know if she was new or what, but the little butterfly valve was not closed. So the moment they stabbed her, blood's just fucking shooting everywhere. And the doctor came in, they're like, everybody good? And I was like, I need to go like...
No, I'm not doing it. Haley's
Well,
fine. but I'm
Haley's
not
totally
okay.
fine. I get that from my father. Because when I ran through a glass door and cut my arms open, I think I've told the story before. They were stitching this one up, and the big one that they could see, they didn't realize that this one was deeper, so it was bleeding a lot more. So my dad looks down, he's covered in blood, and he was almost in the bed next to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It was weird because, like, when Sloan cut her head open and fell, like, I mean, you could, dude, I could literally see, I'm not 100% sure I didn't see her skull. Like, it was right here where it's real thin anyway.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, get up, you're okay. And she gets up and it just goes. And I said, no, she's not. And I run over there, you know. And, like, I think the adrenaline made it okay.
Yeah.
But after I calmed down, and she, you know, I had her calm and I had a towel over her and everything. After I calmed her down and I calmed down a little bit, that adrenaline was gone, I was not okay. I literally, like, whatever. I had to man the fuck up and get my kid to the emergency room because I was not all right. What do you think about those back? That looks almost like a full floatery kind of cover.
Yeah.
I could not find those full floater covers like you have. The nuts.
Locked up?
I couldn't find them on there.
SSD.
Nope.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dr. President Legend Buck Dandy. Hello, everyone.
What's going on?
It's been a minute, I think.
Yeah. Haven't seen him in a while.
John said, Tuber did good. Need to adjust a couple of things, but that's the part I like.
Lucas Mertes? Hey, just got here. I built my first tube buggy. Is the case... What?
What?
Not 100% sure what you're saying, Lucas. I mean, I'm sure there's a barrier there, but... Buck Dandy, how far is BTC for you guys? It's like 2 hours almost on the nose from my driveway, right?
A little longer than that, I think.
Is
like
it?
2.5.
Okay. Somewhere around between 2 and 3. Not too far. 3 hours for me the way I drive. Yeah, if I'm not pulling the trailer, we'll get there faster. I may have to leave Bill somewhere. Are we stopping at the fireworks store again?
I don't care. I'm not driving.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't remember where that was.
Some random.
Yeah, some random ass place.
He said, crap, speech to text sucks.
BTC is 4.5 for me pulling the camper. Yeah, because you're
12-hour drive, damn.
goodness.
I mean, I don't like RCs enough to drive that far. I don't
Where are you at, Buck Dandy? I mean, obviously you're not close, but
I mean, hell, we've got
I'll say Teleguided's coming.
Call to Crawl was there last year
Yep.
from Washington State.
Yep.
He's in Louisiana.
Ooh, really?
Nice.
Are you? Is he the one that makes jerky? Buck Dandy, you make jerky, right? Don't you make some or made jerky? I think at some point in time. Almost positive.
Teleguided was what, 12 hours? Is that what he said? Or 16 hours?
It's a lot. I don't remember exactly. I mean, he's coming from freaking Canada.
Yeah, he's from.
I think it was 12, 14. No jerky. I eat jerky. Me too. DRZRC says 2.5 hours. Jacob S is 12 for me. Damn.
His first buggy sucks.
That happens. But I think everyone here that has built one will tell you if you either rebuild it, cut it apart, whatever, or what I would personally do, buy new side plates and offload it to someone that just literally can't build something because they won't think it sucks as bad as you do.
Yeah.
Sell it to someone for $50, whatever the hell, and then just start fresh. And it will definitely be better because you learned enough over the last however long that took you to build that you will.
Yeah, because even if you sell it for what you've got in it for the material and gas and welding or whatever supplies, even if you just cover those costs,
Yeah.
you still learned.
Yeah. You're
From the
basically
first
paying,
one.
having someone else pay you for your education,
Yeah,
pretty much.
pay for your education.
Yes. Like Bernie. Feel the burn.
And also, like, if you see my first one compared to my 9th or 10th one,
Dude. I have pictures of my first one. It's something. That's what it is. It is a something.
so like, there's obvious. Like, I feel the same way, even though like my first one did turn out really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a huge difference between.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I am missing a front hub.
There you go. Only 16. Lucas, are you in the Bowman Built Facebook group? If not, you should join
100%.
and post pictures of it.
Yeah, for sure. And we're all kind of, well, I've tigged before, but I'm self-taught, very low experience. Jordan bought a TIG and getting ready to pretty much teach himself.
I got it for Christmas.
Okay. Jordan's wife bought him a TIG.
My stepdad.
Oh, I thought Haley bought it for you. Okay, whatever. Same. Anyway, the point of the story is we're all there's going to be a few of us that are learning how to TIG. So if you're not in the group, go ahead and join and feel free to post pictures of, RC stuff or whatever. And we can kind of all discuss TIGging and all that stuff. Bug Danny said he has heard nothing but good things about BTC, so it's on the bucket list.
It's really the only big event we go to.
Yeah.
We want to change that, but
It'd be really hard for us to go out to Proline or something like that. Like, it's just so far away for us. Okay, so this is why I can't have nice things. As somewhere, I have lost one of the hubs.
right here.
It was behind the wheel. That's why. Okay. Thanks.
Happy to help.
Thank you. You're the best.
We really enjoy Beat the Creek. Like it. I don't know. Like I hate telling people. Like as much as we do talk about how great it is, because part of me wonders like, is it that great because it's only 2.5 hours from my house?
No, I think it's pretty good.
I mean, yeah. Like I have a hell of a time. But would I have the same time? Like that's the only thing that like.
If I was going as a just general spectator or whatever the hell you want to call it, I'd drive 4 hours or plus to go to Beach Creek.
Yeah. Well, then, like, it made me feel better, about saying that when Call to Crawl came last year and has talked about coming back. So. Yeah, bring plenty of cash. Really, I mean, yeah, cash is nice, but, like, most people also take
Yeah.
PayPal.
The only thing that I think I'm going to do differently is if I'm getting charged PayPal or whatever, I'm going to charge whatever the fee is to get it in my bank as well as a direct transfer. Because I paid a lot of money in fees last year to get money into my account so that way I had it for the next day or whatever. Axial Fest Badlands, we did plan on probably going to that, but just taking sixes, right?
We've talked about that, yeah.
Yeah. Great Lakes Gauntlet I would like to go to, but no. Is that the one that's run by NSDRC?
Great Lakes Gauntlet, isn't that Dildo Dan?
Maybe.
DRZ, who's in charge of that one? I've heard so many mixed reviews on Axial Fest that has never made me like. I mean, Attica's an hour from here.
Yeah. Buck Danny said, "We have nothing here, so I drive to events. Disney, Oklahoma is the next closest thing." Damn. Oklahoma and Louisiana does not sound close. I mean, I'm no geography expert, but
I was gonna say that's when I realized that I'm terrible in geography.
I'll take less aluminum foil on mine next time.
Son of a bitch. She's trying to kill you.
She is. It's because of that stuff we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Reaction Hobbies out of Michigan, but Beef Tooth is a sponsor, I think. Well, he lost a lot of places to spend money, so I guess he better be. Wants to sponsor something, you know what I mean?
What?
He said Dan is a big sponsor of Great Lakes Gauntlet. I said he lost a couple places to spend money by doing what he did. So,
Yeah. What's going on, Tom?
hi Tom.
Monday is going pretty well.
This is weird. You got a square body on your side and a Jeep tuber on my side.
Yeah, we already established that.
I know, but like, it's still really kind of sinking in with me, you know?
Yeah.
You know, the one thing I don't like is those wheels are 5-lug.
I'm aware. I have some 6-lug wheels for it.
That's good.
It really needs like some 8 lugs.
That's what I just noticed too. Yeah. There's definitely an odd.
Yeah, I have a Jeep on my side too.
Yeah, well, you know. But a Jeep tuber and a square body K5.
Should be on the opposite side.
Yeah, basically. A year ago or more would have been on the opposite side for sure.
Yeah, right. Oh no, I always forget about my Pro Mod.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, I was gonna say like outside of Nilla Bear 1, I don't really have any Jeep buggies right now. But I do in fact
Yeah.
have that stupid Pro Mod.
I'd like for my Pro Mod to look like something. I don't really want to make a Jeep. I mean, I would, but I'd like for it to look like something. But every time I tried, it just wasn't good.
Chevy has Dodge axles. Or old Ford.
A little high opinion HP40 or HP40.
It does have D44s under it.
Well, there you go. Ryan said, "Hope you guys do go to Axial Fest Midwest. Would like to meet you guys." Oh,
You got food in your beard?
maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
Probably.
yep.
Yeah,
It's gone.
maybe.
It was coconut.
It happens. You can't be this sexy without getting a little food in your beard. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Look at Jordan. Jordan never gets food in his beard.
I'm not that sexy.
Precisely.
I know this isn't the one you were talking about, but you know, it's just a cage. They don't look nearly as good because this thing looks way better as a roller.
Yeah. And painted. It needs paint. That yellow hood with those stupid stickers on it
Yeah,
just looks like shit. I did notice that, like, once I painted the orange panels, I got kind of excited about it. Like, I was like, oh, this is cool. I mean, it was cool to begin with, but it was just, you know, like, I had Buggy. I painted the panels, and I was like, oh, I really like that. Then I painted the cage silver and put it all together. Yeah.
I do really like the silver cage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, once I kind of had that inspiration from Jenny Craig and Fat Girl, and knew how I wanted this to look, like that's what was going to go on.
Yeah. Ryan said he'd like for us to go to Axial Fest. So he can meet us. Oh. We've talked about it.
We're gonna, like, yeah, we've talked about it. I want to really try, but the problem is I only have 2 axials. My 6, and I have a capper based buggy that's I'd barely even call axial anymore. I guess it's got an axial transmission.
Ooh, I could take the YJ buggy.
Oofed.
Got that 3 gear,
Oofed.
but I'll probably take the 6.
If food in your beard is considered sexy, then consider me Miles Davis. For sure. For sure.
So you're gonna move your buggy over here so that
Yeah. I don't know what you want to see exactly, but I'll show you whatever.
All the cages are brazed together.
Yep. The hood's not mounted yet, so it'll kind of flop around a little bit. The mounting system wasn't exactly up to par.
Yeah.
It's okay though. We'll let
It got an update in Bear 10 or 11, whatever this is.
What you do with your Pro, Matt? It's back here. I haven't done anything yet. I'm gonna switch the wheels. I'm thinking. Hang on a second.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's that burning smell you guys smelled earlier.
Some things are changing. Let's just put it that way. And I'm putting some VP Machete V1s on there. They're gray. They probably look black on camera. But I'm putting these on there and getting rid of the 105s. And that will probably go in a box, honestly, because I need the room. I need the room. Put this big reefs right here. Buggy.
You need a big Nilla Bear sticker.
I do, but some douchebag won't give me any.
I need to get a logo and.
I thought we'd discussed this like 15
We
times.
did. And then
What are you doing then, Brett?
building Glenn's buggy.
Stupid.
Tom, the only person that's had issue with a brazed cage, only had an issue with it because they threw said buggy. So outside of that, we've not had any issues with them.
Listen,
I did have to Matt's old buggy that he had that I built him. I had to take it back and redo shock tabs or something at one point.
Matt proof.
That was very early on.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of the buggies since then have not had any issues.
And that wasn't anything on Jordan. That was more preventative for us than me breaking something. That was more, I'm gonna break this. Let's fix
I
it.
think I did. I think you did break one off.
I thought you broke it off. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't break things.
Okay. Does this work? Hey, cool. It does. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take these out. Not with that. What the hell are these hubs? What is this bullshit? These are China hubs.
No, they're SSD.
Oh, they are. Okay. Oh, now I see. I didn't even really look at them. All I saw was the 2 milliliters and no maple syrup measurements.
They've got a good bit of everything out there from mild trails to hard lines for the crawlers. Honestly, I want to take the 6s out there for the quarry.
Yeah.
But then I don't want to
carry that
sit
much.
outside in the sun
Yeah, in late June.
August.
I thought it was in June.
I thought it was August.
I thought it was right before my birthday.
Oh, I don't know.
If it's in August,
All of those sound hot.
Yeah. Usually it's not that bad on my birthday. It was a little rough last year, but it wasn't terrible. Ooh. Oh, fuck yeah. Changes the look totally. And I believe, are these G8s? These are G8s, right? They feel like it, or are those Predators? They look like Predators.
Those are G8.
Okay, good.
There's your dot.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Okay, good. Because I thought they were G8s. I just didn't. Because, like I said, this is probably going in a box, especially for now. So I didn't want to put a nice set of Predators up there. Because by the time I get it back out of the box, there'll be a carcass and 2 sidewalls. You know what I mean?
What?
Predator disassociating itself from itself and. So I think I'm gonna redo a full cab for this.
Ooh, I like it.
I have one, so I figured what the hell. I'm gonna use the white grill and basically all the trim stuff I can get off of this. I'm just gonna take it off because I don't know who painted this.
You do have to trim the body for the full cab for these bumpers.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care about that. But because I don't know who painted this, but it's just not cut very well.
Yeah.
Looks like they used masking tape and didn't really tape it very well. Hi, babe.
Tom said y'all don't really do how-to videos, but maybe a short video on tips or how to do brazing some cages. Yes, I know there's tons of video out there on how to braze. None of like RC cages. So we need to figure out which video that was. That live that you and I did on.
Oh, it was the one during the day. It's like Mailbox Monday or Monday night live during the day or something. I can't remember what it was called, but
It was MLK Day
that's what it was.
of this year. Matt and I went live back in the shop, and I was working on
For like 6.5 hours.
your buggy, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's not necessarily exactly a how-to, but we did talk about a lot of things, so like that's definitely worth watching. Matt and I have also talked about needing to sit down and do a video on how to.
I have an idea. It was really cold, and then now we're getting ready for Beat the Creek. After Beat the Creek, I think if you're available,
I'll be available.
I would really like to get that done. Because everyone now is asking about it. Ow, fuck, that hurt.
I do have to hit my bathroom hard after Beat the Creek.
Like shit?
No. Like remodel.
Dude, I don't know how long these wheels have been together, but it's been a minute.
Ryan said, Jordan, how do you get all your tube bars so to line up when you're building your cages? So,
What?
as far as like holding them in place or just getting them to line up?
See, this is this is one of the things I want to go over completely. Because we can go over all of these things. Like, we'll answer them now. Like, that's not what I'm saying, but I want to go over all of this stuff in a video. It'll probably be a series of videos. And I know how I want to do it, and I know how I want to start and go about it. But it's just, we'll have to do it. But I want to go over every, like, this is how you hold the thing, this is the tools we use, like all that stuff. Because, I mean, if you want to learn bad enough, you can learn how to do this. And with Jordan and I basically backing off on building people's buggies, like, I would rather show you how to build a buggy, save my time and money for my own stuff, and then show you how to do it. Because,
Yeah.
A, I think that's a lot cooler for me to be able to be like, you know, like, I really helped these people, you know, do whatever, or, you know, build stuff or whatever. But anyway,
Jay Jeezy. I'm late. What did I miss from the Jeep guy?
technically, I'm the Jeep guy tonight.
Yeah, I had the YJ and Glenn's buggy.
Glenn's buggy doesn't count. That's not really a Jeep.
Didn't miss much. Matt has been working on his Nilla Bear buggy. This is the latest one that I have one more piece to make before it goes out. So you didn't miss a whole lot. I'm just kind of been
Not really.
doing our thing on a Monday, just hanging out.
We haven't really done anything. I took that apart and put it back together. Basically, like, I didn't really do anything. You pretty much just put that body on, right?
Yeah, I swapped links to get the wheelbase to fit better for my Blazer. Ryan, as far as holding the tubes in place, so one thing is
Hands.
cutting them to the correct size to where they fit in place, so that they're not. It's not like setting a hot dog in a hallway, but also not so tight that you're putting a lot of pressure on other parts of the cage.
Yeah.
Because with brazing, you'll find that when you're heating up one spot, you're also heating behind that. And so if you have a lot of tension in that spot, in the spot behind it, when you're heating, it'll pop. So not only are you trying to braze that joint, then you're like, all right, I also have to keep the heat on this, grabbing pliers, trying to put them back in place.
It sucks.
And it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. 0 out of 10.
So making sure your tubes are the correct size is step one. Coping, fish mouthing, whatever you want to call the ends, which I kind of mark it where it needs to be cut, or like what angle it needs to be at with my Dremel, and kind of cut a little V into it. And then we use 3/16 chainsaw files to get it perfectly round. And then that's how that works. From there, depending on what it is I'm putting, like what bar I'm putting in, I use a lot of magnets, and we also have the little helping hands. Problem with the helping hands is if you get the heat too close to them, you'll melt the spring in them, and then they don't hold anything.
But for like $7, you can buy 100 of them, and I just burn them up just as fast as possible. They're expendable as far as I'm concerned. Jordan views them a little differently, but
they're so expendable to Matt that there's several of them laying on my floor back there where he's dropped them.
it's kind of like when Kirby says he doesn't even pick up hardware anymore. It's like, I don't even pick up alligator clips.
So I did that on Saturday, whenever I was doing all the panel nuts for this one. I dropped one. I was like, it's fine. Well, then I got down, and I was like, oh, I'm out of nuts. I was like, where'd that nut go?
Yeah.
So I'm picking it back up off the floor. So I use a lot of, my preferred method is magnets. And I put it on the opposite end of the tube that I'm brazing.
Yeah.
So like the grab handle, for instance, I had the magnet over here on this side, brazed this one. And once you do that, then you can pull the magnet off because it's held in place on the other side, and then you braze the other side.
But like he was saying, one of the most important things I think I didn't figure out until later, and I don't know about you, was I was trying to build everything with pressure into it, so that way I felt like it was holding it together when it's really just trying to blow itself apart. So like if you have pressure on this A-pillar bar, well, the crossbar or the A-pillar bar, if you have pressure on here and you go to, like, let's say put this in, like one of these grab handles, when you heat this up, it's going to melt this brazing solder here. If you have too much pressure on it, that's going to get hot. That's going to blow this way. That hurts a lot when that shit blows all over your fucking arm. But then, like, now you've got this here, and then if that moved and it was completely flat and you're basing the squareness off of that to everything else or whatever, now you've got to try and put that back into place. And it is more work, and you're going to get better at it over time the more cages you build. I mean, it's not like we're professionals, like we got 100 of them under our belt, but like,
I am a professional.
I've learned something from every one I've built, for sure.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I think both of us, and probably anybody else that's really done it, is if you watch Facebook, like, you can watch full-size guys and what they do. You watch, like, RC Tube Chassis on Facebook and stuff like that, and, like, you see people using this random stuff that they've found somewhere. And a lot of times you go, hey, where did you find that? That's actually a really good idea. Oh, I got it here. And, you know, like, look on Amazon for whatever. I use a lot of 1, 2, 3 blocks. I really like that for holding things up and together and stuff like that. They're not exactly cheap, but I think they're really, really super useful. So I have quite a few sets of them.
I mean, you can get away with, like, I have 2 of them. I could use more of them for sure, but, like, I'm able to make do with the 2 that I've got.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I need another one, and I use something else for. I usually use one in the skid, just to hold it level. So like that eats up one of mine almost all the time.
Yeah. What I was doing like the other day, like I said, I have a bunch of them. I was holding my Pro Mod up because I wanted it level and flat, but I needed it up off of it so that the axles would drop down far enough that I didn't burn them or something like that. So I had 2 of them on each side laying on the 2-inch side, basically long ways. And then I had one on top of that was laying long ways as well. So I was using 6 of them, but I had it like 4 inches off the ground or off the plate that I use, which just made it a hell of a lot easier for getting around and getting everything in place.
Ryan said I have a hard time sometimes holding the tube up and making it equal with the tube I just tacked on.
That is all. So like you're talking about like here, like if you're putting one here, is it equal over here? You think that's what he's saying? So one of the scenarios that
Ryan, spell that out a little bit more as far as what you're struggling with.
Yeah, one of the scenarios that I would assume that you're talking about is like, let's say we're doing these back bars here. If you don't want them to the back, which is a very clear measurement, like let's say you want them here, one of the things I do is I'll measure from this bar here, because as I go different ways, I know this and this is the same measurement as this and this. I've done everything I can to make it square. So if you're going to go back 2 inches from here, just 1, 2, whatever, I'll make a mark right there. And then I put the bar down where it needs to go. And then I'll take this one and I'll get it as close as possible as well. I'll braze one of them on, usually the one that I think is shorter. That way I have more material to take off if I absolutely have to. And then you just kind of hold that one, make sure it's up to the line, make sure it's pretty, whatever, and then you braze that on. So I go with measurements before I really even do anything, I guess is what.
Yeah, if you look at some of my early things, it's very much eyeballed. And like I still eyeball, which is why I don't use a chassis jig, because I'm constantly like looking at it and like, eyeballing, from every different angle that I can. But I do a lot of measuring nowadays.
Yeah.
Tom, 123 Blocks, eBay or Amazon is where we get them.
If you make the commitment, they're cheaper, just like anything else you ever buy. They're cheaper in bulk. And then I don't even remember. I got like 7 sets or something like that. And when I bought them like that, they were like $10 a set. And then I sold Doug one of the sets, I think maybe 2. And it was definitely easier that way.
Tom, so this is what I like about the OG ARC guys. I assume he's saying RCC guys.
I was assuming arc welding.
Oh, they'd rather show guys or guys that have never done something how to do it, because it's way cooler to say I built that and save a bunch of money.
100%. I agree with that 100%. Like, the only reason I will ever hold anything from you guys in general, like as a general population or whatever, is if I did something and my members that pay me haven't seen it yet, then I hold back from showing things off, because like literally that's what they pay for. But other than that, like I'll share anything. The like optimal thing for me would be Jordan and I build these cages. However you want to call that, make a video showing everybody how to build cages. I have 30 different people in my group going, hey, this is what I just built. For me, knowing that like I showed you at least a rough, this is how you build this thing, and then watching you guys all, same shit as having kids, basically. Like watching you guys all figure it out and do it, that's super cool for me.
Which,
some people aren't like that, but whatever.
True. One of the first people was Wreck-It Ralph, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's very similar to what we're doing right here, kind of explaining things. We did that with him, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
whatever, on a live, because he was wanting to get started. And then that beat the creek, or October, we got down there and he's like, check out all these bumpers I've made, which
Yeah.
was really cool. And knowing that, we were able to help him kind of get that ball rolling.
Yeah.
Turned out to be a complete fraud and flake or whatever.
I don't know, man. I honestly hope he's okay. He did not seem like the kind of guy that was going to take a bunch of people's money and roll out.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. I hate to, put that juju on him, but I honestly wonder if something didn't happen to him. Because he just did not seem like that kind of guy. Like, you never know, whatever. Your next door neighbor is a serial killer, et cetera, et cetera. But, like, that guy just did not seem like the kind of guy that would do that.
I would agree with that.
Let's see.
Jeremy, I'm hoping to be able to make it for the Buggy Trail get together. Damn, I'm gonna have to run Nilla Bear 1.
Hell yeah, brother.
Everybody else gets all the cool buggies.
That sucks.
I got the old heifer.
You take your pro mod.
Oh fuck.
Literally just went over how you forget about it. That's fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, I forgot I have that thing. Piece of junk. That thing's cool as shit. If you think it's a piece of junk, I'll take it for sure.
Haley told me to do that too, but
What? Just give me that one and then
Yeah.
you build another one?
yeah.
Why not?
Because then I don't have pro mod.
I'll let you run it for the rest of the summer if you want to. You finish out the Wii Rock on it and then just give it to me. I like how you're getting ready to just continue doing what you're doing and ignore the fact that the rest of the last 45 seconds just happened.
No. We'll figure something out.
Either, or just build me another one. You got a you got a template right there.
How's that go? How's that go having exact replica done?
It doesn't go very well. It doesn't have to be exact. There's a few things I'd probably change about it. I don't know what they are, but I'm just trying to make you feel better at this point.
My God. So Ryan said yes, that's what he was talking about. I'm having a hard time making them equal to the other side. So Ryan, another
Rad Rap says, not me, guys, just FYI. Where are you at?
Ryan's talking about having a hard
Exactly.
time making them equal on the same on both sides.
Yeah.
So another thing that I picked up from Matt is, and believe it or not, yeah, I learned something from you.
Taught you something.
Is building both sides at the same time. So, like even just a simple bar is like this one that kicks off to the side. I built.
You're talking about like taping them together, like
I taped two tubes together and bend them, and then I cut them at the same, or like still taped together. I cut them like roughly where they need to be, and then I'm building them both at like cutting into them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I put one up, and then that way, when you place one down, you're like, oh shit, that one's a quarter inch shorter now.
Yeah. Speaking of which, to be completely transparent, and the reason I do that is I have watched a bunch of videos trying to figure it out. I cannot do the measure, mark, bend 3 tubes the exact same. I can't do it. I
have started to figure it out.
I don't know. I think part of it is whenever you're using benders like ours, since it's not clamped on that one end, I've noticed sometimes it slides through and sometimes this side stays and then it just bends.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the problem is the benders we're using. But to be completely, like transparent or whatever the hell, I can't do that. I have tried learning and I'm not good at it whatsoever. So for me personally, it was easier for me to take the 2 tubes. I got like a shitload of electrical tape, real super cheap on Amazon somewhere. I wrap it like 3 or 4 times, once right where the bend is going to be, once right after that, or however that's going to work, and then once like down at the end, and then I bend them. I kind of chop into them, get the rough, like this is where the fish mouth should be, and then I cut them apart and I do them correctly, you know, like as far as length and everything. Let's see. Okay, so Tom Frost said, and you have to take into account for coping when measuring as well in bins because tube will pull material from one side to the other. Correct.
Which is what you were talking about.
Yeah, which is basically what I was saying. And the one thing that I do is I'll measure, like, let's say from here to here. If I measure that, and that's, I mean, I know it's not, but let's say it's 3 inches, I'll add 3/16 to that, plus, I mean, like the width of the blade or whatever. That way I know I'm going to go halfway into this side, halfway into this side, if it's straight. If it's going to be kind of complex, I'll leave myself more room.
Yeah.
That way I can, you know, I'll like come in this way, and then it needs to also tilt this way, and I'll kind of start heading that way. In all honesty, over the course of a buggy, you're going to burn up 6 inches of a tube if you leave everything, you know.
But I keep a pile of those.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So like all of these the double B pillar bracing are all pieces that I have cut off from
just drops.
Yeah, just a drop that I'm like, oh, this is about the right size.
Yeah, I do the same
Pick that up. I mean, there's honestly, I could probably point out a handful of tubes. I'm like, oh, this will work.
Yeah, I actually told my dad that because whenever we were building his, I had him on the chop saw, you know, whatever, and I was like, that little box right there is legitimately just for drops. Like,
yeah,
all those little chunks, you just throw them in there. We'll figure out where to use them. Let's see.
OGRC guys.
Okay, so you're right. Just like having kids. Says not me. Did you print that dash in Matt's buggy there? No, that is actually aluminum that's folded. So Jordan made, well, it's over there. Jordan made Lexan body panels and a dash and everything for my buggy. I went through all of the Lexan panels with aluminum, and I actually made the flat aluminum that I have from when I was building RC Derby car bodies.
I made you a dash?
I thought so. Maybe you didn't. Maybe I did. Maybe I made the dash. Fuck it. I don't know. Anyway, so I just put that together, folded it, did some basic math of just, you know, this is how much it's roughly shaped into place. So, but it's got scale hardware on the side. It has a bolt running through both to actually keep the shape, to keep the ears from flapping everywhere and everything. This got two holes there.
Speaking of
yes, sir.
hardware holding things together, do you have a small little thing of 2mm hardware?
Like that I got from here by accident kind of thing? No. I barely have any 2mm hardware, to tell you the truth.
Well, I have...
It's not K&K. No.
But I have a little...
You dirty bastard.
I had a little box of 2mm, and I was trying to find it for Glenn's buggy and cannot find it anywhere.
Let's see. Buck Dandy said, do you guys do any We Rock events or planning to? We did last year, and we definitely plan to this year. I actually sold my Class 1. I'm selling my Class 2, and my Class 0 is probably going to be a trail truck because I enjoyed We Rock more, and we wanted to start actually trailing. So I got rid of that because I enjoyed We Rock so much. So yes, and this is my We Rock for this year. So this is a new build for me. Mine last year looked like a sperm with a doghouse on it, basically, which is kind of what this one looks like anyway too. But I enjoy We Rock stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Mostly because we like building buggies anyway. And then, you know, let's see. Tom says new pro mod build equals how-to video. Just saying. I already built mine and my dad's, but we'll figure out.
He's talking about me building a new one.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like that idea. I like you being responsible for everything, and I'll just video it. I'll share the revenue from you.
Nice.
I think I have a quarter in the burb. I'll pay you ahead of time. Let's see. Buck Dandy says I agree with Tom. Crawler J says deadline is May 1st. Actually, it's not because we, since we're vendors, actually have to leave a day early because we can get down there on Thursday and set up. So ours is April 30th, right? Is our deadline? I think it's 30th, 29th, some
know.
shit. I don't know. That Wednesday. Pipe Fitter's Blue Book is very handy. You know what? Why doesn't Bill know this stuff? He was legitimately a pipe fitter. Dad's useless. Anyway, all right. Let's see. I used to bend tubing for a living when I was an instrument construction worker. 1/2-inch stainless is super tough, but there's all sorts of takeoffs and formulas for bending tubing. Yeah. I believe part of my schooling for work includes some of that. So I'm really interested in getting to that part if I ever get to that freaking part. That's a whole nother situation. But anyway, Tom Frost, yeah, when I do 1-to-1 cages, I leave an inch to an inch, a foot or a foot and a half. I'm not really sure. 1 to a foot and a half of tube on each side for that reason, and I don't do it very often, so I tend to forget what side material gets pulled from. Yeah, that's basically where I'm at. Cold Crawl, hello, sir. I'm jelly. Wish BTC was possible for me this year. Sounds like an epic event this year, for sure. We kind of wish that you could come back as well. That was, it was really cool to meet you and hang out with you for the weekend and stuff. So
That's all right. We replaced you with Canadian.
yeah, so tell the guy it's coming this year. Crawler J says dirty words. Nicholas Steffi, good evening, sir. Fallen Crawler, hello. Just got home. Haven't seen Levi in a long time in person. Obviously, we've seen him on the lives, but
Yeah.
kind of excited to see him sometime this summer. Are you going to We Rock, Levi? Are you going to be up there for anything like that? Or are you
Rock the Wheeze.
rocking the wheeze? Wheezing the juice. We can go down on Thursday, not Wednesday. I know that, but our deadline would be Wednesday to leave Thursday morning to get there by the time we can get there, is what I was saying. You're Done RC says, I wish I had the place to make a cage. Would really like a copy to the Campbell Moon Buggy. I mean, if you're not afraid to burn your house down, you can put it right there.
Yeah, do it in the basement.
Ryan saying hi to Don Caldecrawl. So,
Also, here's my pro mod for those that have not seen it.
you don't have panels on it, douchebag.
I put one on the other side.
Still a douchebag. I mean, I love you and all, but you're still a douchebag.
LNS, hi from Australia.
Hey-o!
Good
There he
evening,
is.
morning, day, good day.
Good day. Good day, mate. Throw another shrimp on the bobby.
Like, why do I watch these assholes?
I thoroughly enjoy that guy. I'm not gonna lie. He's always commenting on videos and always partaking in the group and stuff, and I do appreciate it. That stuff does not go unnoticed. I will tell you that much. Let's see. DR says
This tester box works.
I'm smelling like a dang kid. That's awesome. I'm super stoked about that. Ooh, this looks good, dude. Dude, Machete V1s for the freaking win on this pro. Out with the 105s.
As it should have been a long time ago.
Yeah. I feel like now that I'm doing this and like I really want to paint another body, like it's now mine instead of I bought a truck from somebody, you know?
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, but then what would you do if you got this and you had these ugly green panels?
Sand them down. Duh. I mean, worst case scenario, everybody knows how to use sandpaper. And I like the green panels. Thank you.
I know. So how could you change it and make it yours?
I probably wouldn't. I may paint the cage khaki.
Khaki.
Make it more militarian looking.
There you go.
I think I'm going to change the color of my 6 gauge, by the way, speaking of khaki and green.
Oh, yeah?
I also think I'm going to paint a different body when I modify it a little bit. You know, when I don't build a whole new chassis before Beat the Creek because everything else is done in the last couple days.
So if I didn't have enough projects, I have another JL body for mine that I would
Ooh.
like to paint.
I'll show you. I'll show you what I saw the other day that I really liked. If it's on my iPad, which I don't think it is. Oh, yes it is. This is how I think I'm going to do this.
For what?
The 6. I think I'm going to paint another body that color and the cage that color. Yep. Saw that. Really like that. And that color is a lot cooler out in the sun, too.
Yeah.
And since I have an airbrush, bitch. Now it's being stupid. There we go.
Levi said he will not be rocking the Wheeze. He only has a baby Capra, but it doesn't fit the rules.
That's stupid.
Make it fit the rules.
Yeah, duh.
I don't know where it's at, but I'll be taking my mini Capra too.
So, the only problem I see with you not doing Wii Rock is that if I'm not doing 0 to 2, and you're not doing Wii Rock,
We have to go on trails.
we're going to have to make sure that you come with us to trail times. Which is completely fine with me anyway. But.
Jeremy said he doesn't have a basement, just a crawl space.
Yeah, do it down there. Technically, it's a crawl space. Like, it's literally...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I wouldn't suggest that. I mean, some of my early stuff was done in the garage at my mom's house.
Yeah. A lot of my first... Well, like... I know my very first buggy was done in my grandparents' garage with a torch, kind of like what I have now, some flux-wrapped brazing rod that didn't work for shit, and I had like a hacksaw and my Dremel.
Yeah, so I would, while living at my parents' house, they actually had to replace the carpet when I moved out because basically, like, my shop
Yeah.
was my computer desk in my bedroom.
Yes.
So, like, I had one of those little, like, plastic mats on the carpet. So, like, outside of that, like, there was an outline of, like, metal shavings and shit, so they had to replace the carpet. But
Do you have one of the clear ones
yeah.
with like the little on
Yeah.
the bottom, like the office? I remember those.
So I would do all the, like, fab work, or, like, cutting and whatever of the tubes, or rod at that time, in my room, and then I'd go downstairs. You know, I was smart, so I used the flame in the garage.
Yeah.
So I'd take it downstairs and
Yeah.
braise it up, and then go back upstairs and repeat the process.
I lived with my grandparents when I was really starting to do a lot of stuff like outside, basically what we had talked about of just I painted a body and put it on here. And when I was really, I would call it really young, 20s or whatever, when I lived with them, they were still horseback riding a lot. Which I don't think they would have cared, but it was just convenient that my grandpa's truck was gone. And I did a lot of that stuff out in the garage. Just, I mean, there was no YouTube and stuff, so I, like, when I tell you just to go do it and figure it out as you go, like, that's literally the best option. Like, and don't be ashamed of what you're doing as you learn, because I will tell you 100%. I was like I said, probably 20. I would love to see my first tuber because I bet it looked like shit. I know I didn't use a tape measure on any of it. It was all eyeballed. So God only knows those A-pillars, and it was fucked. I'm sure of it. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I look at the front bumper of my khaki LJ.
Yeah. See?
It's like, meh.
That's okay though. Like,
It's not. I want to redo it.
well,
It's on the list.
but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's okay.
Yeah,
Like, that's okay.
As long as you get it close enough, you can fudge it enough.
You take pictures from the right angle, you can't
Yeah.
even tell. It's really not that deep.
I mean, that's one of the coolest Jeeps I know.
100%. Everybody likes it.
And if you look at it right, it looks pretty terrible.
In the right angle. In the right light. Evening, guys. Thanks for all the helpful content. It has helped me greatly now getting into comps. Good. I am glad.
Happy to help.
Yep.
Levi said, you know those are more fun anyway, way more unfiltered.
Oh, trails. Yeah. Yes.
Wait, are the comps filtered?
I was gonna say I don't. Did I? I did not send you the things that Shay made and printed, did I?
No.
Dude, these things are amazing. I'm having him send me a set that hopefully doesn't get caught in US Indie Hub for a month, but I don't know what I want to put them on. But basically, like you saw mine where it says next around it, these say gate with an exclamation point.
Noise.
Yeah. And if you're not local, so even if some of you are local,
We're assholes in real life, too.
if you don't know us, a lot of the local guys think that we're just fucking jerks because of the way that we just honestly harass each other. And Fallen can definitely
And all the bad vibes.
back this up. Yeah, we are bad for the hobby, say some people, and we put out bad vibes and all this other stuff. But like, we only do it to the people we know. We only do it to our actual friends. Like, I would never. I mean, unless we're judging, and then I'd say it a little louder. But I'd never yell like, "Oh, you suck! You got a gate!" At somebody that I didn't know, or somebody that was new or whatever. Like Jordan and I do it to each other just because it's funny. Doug does it because it's funny. But some of the
Like, maybe I should, like, pay more attention to that, but, like,
dude,
I'm there on my weekend to have fun.
yeah,
So, like, if you're not enjoying me, go the fuck somewhere else. There's another course you could be around.
yeah, that's true. There's a couple usually.
Yeah.
It's funny.
People forget we play with toys. This is true.
Yeah. But I think there are some people that are not in our clique, as some people have called it, of cool kids.
Be cooler.
That's an option as well. I think there are some people that definitely would rather hate us than try to be our friend.
Yeah.
Just because they just would rather be the guy that doesn't like us.
Good night, sweetie.
Night, boo. Bags of dicks. I like how we had to approve that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I definitely think there are definitely. I think there are people semi-locally that just would rather not be our friend just so they can say we're assholes. Or so.
So go the F away or be cooler. Got it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I think
It's just funny to hear those people say things like that, and then we sit here every Monday night for 3+ hours.
yeah, and help people.
And help people.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I agree with that. I mean,
Harassing is the correct word for sure, but in good fun. But if you don't catch on to it, they hate it and talk bad about us. It's if you know kind of thing, yelling shit.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
again,
Like we
have fun.
have a blast. Like I think I would speak for me, you, Jordan, Fallen, Doug, everybody.
Yeah, I am Jordan.
I know who you are. Anyway, I like we're having fun as much as possible. Like that's what we're going out to do, and there are just some people that do not like our style of fun, and it's not like we're burning things or like whatever. But I also think people are a little cincy. I think you can definitely tell the style of parenting someone had when you're getting butthurt about.
Yeah,
some-
true. I was called a cocksucking motherfucking bastard at 5th grade.
Jesus Christ. I don't think that ever happened to me, but I mean,
You want to know that story?
yes. Yes, I do. We're going to put comments on hold for reading so we can hear those stories.
So, it may have been earlier than 5th grade.
Jesus,
Anyway.
that doesn't make it any better.
That's what it is. So, in my school planner or whatever, where you have your calendar and you write down, book report due.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'd write it down like I'd get it today and be like, book report due, whatever.
Okay.
I guess instead of writing it down when it was actually due, whatever. So I would, at the end of the week, rip out I was done with the week, so I rip it out.
Gotcha.
And I forgot a few things. And, night of, or the night before, shit's due, and I got in trouble. Needless to say, my mom was not happy with me that night.
It was your mom.
It was my mother.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of balls for your mom to call you a bastard. A lot of balls.
I say she's a bitch, though.
I believe a lot of times you say, my poor mother, whenever I talk about things.
There's that, too. I love my mother.
Oh, yeah. She called you a motherfucking cocksucking bastard, but you love her, huh?
Yeah.
That's, there's a name for that. What is that? It's a syndrome of some sort.
I don't think so.
There is. You get to love the person that abuses you.
Love your abuser?
Yeah,
what is that?
Can't remember. I know the one that's, there's one that, when you grow to love your, like, kidnapper, keeper person. That I can't remember what that's called, but.
No.
Anyway, okay.
Back to the comments.
Yes, we are. Tom Frost said people just suck. That is true. Fallen says, yes, we are competing, but it's tiny trucks at the end of the day. It's just for fun. It's not paying my bills, but it's clearing my head from other stress.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, I think that's kind of how, honestly, why you fit in with our, like we all fit in together. I don't want to say our group because then it sounds like we own or we're like running shit. But anyway.
That's why you fit in with the cool kids. I mean,
is what it is, I guess. So, yeah, this is me de-stressing from everything, I don't, it ain't that deep. It's not that serious. Let's see.
I've been called a window licker a few times. Same.
Yeah, I've been called a window licker more times than I can count. Let's see. Ryan says, my crawler group is the same way. When we go crawling, we talk shit and drive RCs. Sounds like your teachers had a wide vocabulary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. She's still hot, though.
Jeez.
Let's see.
Good evening, Cody.
Tom says, that's our friend group. When we go out, we give each other a really hard time. And being someone outside looking in, I can see maybe why someone would be upset to a point, but we're not talking to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know why some people would be upset about the way Jordan and I, or Doug and I, or Jordan and Doug, or, like, Fallen and Jordan or whatever are talking to each other. Like, I'm not talking to you, like, mind your goddamn business. But it's weird because those few people will be literally the very first ones on Facebook saying that we're the mean girls and that we're pieces of shit.
I mean, that probably also comes from us not liking Red Cat and Traxxas.
That probably doesn't help. That probably doesn't help. But I don't think we started that. I don't think we went out of our way to start being a dick before it was brought to us. I know I didn't.
I really try not to go out of my way to be a dick.
I mean, yeah, maybe, but Club Cult, same thing. Hello, Cody, by the way. Cool Kids equals VP 3S Plus. Exactly. We got, like, I'm not going to mention them or whatever, and I don't want to spend all day, but we just really get just shit from 3 or 4 different people for just the most random shit. And one of them we tried helping is why he hates us so much. We literally were like, hey, this is what I would do if I were you, because what you're doing doesn't make any sense. And we're going to save you money. Fuck you guys. Okay, cool. Sure, that works. Don't buy these things because they're expensive. Okay. Fuck you guys. I bought my shit.
I have my own theories on some of those situations, but
That he's drunk all the time?
I do believe there is alcohol in.
On both of the equations, I think you're right. The clipboard issue with you and Jordan. Yeah. My first real RC car was a T-Max, probably the worst choice ever. Mine was a Stampede that I really, really liked. I'm almost, I wouldn't say I'm looking, but I'm open to the idea of an OG 90s Stampede with the Phillips head screws and shit. If I can find a nice one, it's going home with me.
We just talked about this.
I know. I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm a walking,
At least you're aware.
I'm a walking conundrum. It's okay. Yeah. So anyway,
Tom said, this reminds me, the other day my buddy's kid was saying I'm kind of a dick. I corrected him and said, no, I'm not a dick unless you give me a reason to be.
yeah.
Yeah, because the one guy, like, I'll say something nice, positive, and the conversation will be going fine until it's not.
Yeah.
And I just like, all right, well, go fuck yourself then, I guess.
Yeah.
Chad says, sounds like a Democrat.
I don't know what he is. Fucking nerd. I don't know how much.
Fucking nerd. I just treat people accordingly. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I know that's definitely like what you touched on earlier of, you call us a piece of shit or whatever, but like, and I'm not, I don't even know how to put that without, because I know Jordan will know what I'm saying, but like, I'm not trying to tout that we're great people, or whatever, but like, we literally sit here for hours a week. You can ask us anything that we know about and we'll help you, but then there's dudes on there that are trying to tell us that we're pieces of shit and we're bad for the hobby. Like, bitch, I do more in a week than you do all year. So like, fuck straight off. Broke ass motherfucker.
William said, some people you just can't make happy.
That's true.
And I think that also plays into it.
Yeah.
Lucas's first RC was an SCX 10-1.
Oh, dang.
My
Well,
first
he's
crawler
only
was
16 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually like shit. I mean, if he was born in 2009, the Scorpion came out in like 05. Shit. He probably thinks that the SCX-1's like the oldest fucking thing ever. He's like, my papaw showed me the SCX-10.
Cody said, you guys do kind of suck. Thank you.
Thanks, you too.
Glad someone recognizes it.
Yeah, best recognized.
Rad Raff, question. Maybe controversial. Am I the jerk? I went to a local group event, and the Mary J was everywhere in the main event area. Kids be damned. My kids never seen it or smelt it. I had to leave.
Yeah, no, you're not the jerk there. We've had some of those discussions with different things.
So I think my issue with that is just like everyone else, I'm there to have a good time on, my free time or whatever. So like that's also what they find enjoyable, and
Yeah.
so like I understand it from that perspective, but at the same time, like you're also kind of like,
If you were in your garage minding your own damn business, then I think I could see that point. But like when you're out in basically public or even a private area with a lot of people like that, like you're just an inconsiderate asshole if you're not thinking about everybody else.
Yeah.
Like we went to a place last year where by the time we were halfway done, I was so tired. And my dad and I go to at least a concert, 2, 3, whatever a year. I mean, we used to go a lot more. Like, weed smoke is not a huge deal to me at all. At the point in time where I was halfway through the event, I was so tired of smelling weed that like I literally was starting to freak out when I smelled it again.
Yeah, like I mean that's just not something that, because like Beat the Creek, for instance, it's no drugs and alcohol allowed at the event, but like you walk around through the tent areas, really
Yeah.
all over the place, and like, is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, it got to the point, yeah, where it was like, all right, I'm tired of smelling it.
Yeah.
I don't care that people smoke.
Yeah. And like Chad was saying, you better get used to it because it's legal. Like I get that, you know, and like that's not what we're not saying. Oh, you shouldn't do that, but like, I almost felt like I was at like a metal festival. Like it just was literally 3 days of just weed smoke, and I was like, "Fuck me, I am so tired of this." Let's see. Brutally honest is never accepted well. That's a true story, Nick. Let's see.
Yeah, we missed.
Go to your damn car and smoke. I could agree with that. I mean, but then in all honesty, at Beat the Creek, like that's probably where a lot of them were. Was in a car or in a tent. It just you're out in the open and it's everywhere.
But I mean, I feel the same way. Like, I'm not even hating on just weed smoke. Like, what was it?
Oh man.
One time we're sitting there in the tent and this guy comes up into Matt's tent because his baby or whatever was over in his tent. So he came over to our tent and smoked a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to smell your ass either.
I don't want to smell your cigarettes. I don't want to smell your weed. I don't want to smell your BO. Like,
Yeah. Mostly, I don't want to smell your BO. I think that one actually takes top precedent for me, especially at Beat the Creek.
yeah.
Let's see. Lucas says, no, I don't think the SCX-10 is the oldest RC. My dad has been in the hobby since he was a kid and still has those RC cars. That's pretty cool. I really wish I still had a couple of things that I had as a kid. A lot of it was garbage, but I really wish I still had my old Stampede, mostly. My dad had a T-Max when they first came out. Man, that thing is a piece of shit.
Also, you see Williams. This is our third year into crawlers, and you guys have had, and some of the others have had that we've made friends with have been nothing but welcoming and helpful.
Where did you see that at? Where did I miss that? Oh, there it is. Well, I mean, I appreciate that. Those are very nice words, you know, as far as that goes. And that's like the other trippy thing is, like, literally you have people going, "Hey, thanks for welcoming us and like being open to helping people and all that stuff. Like, good job." And then you got other people that are like, "You guys are fucking jerks." Like, what? Let's see. Let's see here. I honestly think that communication is key so that both parties are aware. Okay. You're in Colorado, so I'm sure you know a lot about that. But like literally at Beat the Creek, that is rule number 2, something like that. Like no drugs and alcohol. Yeah, I think rule number 1 is no firearms, which I'm pretty sure also in Kentucky is very disregarded. But like it's literally supposed to be a family event, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And I mean, whatever. I don't know.
But I mean, to answer the ultimate question of are you the asshole for leaving or whatever? No, I mean,
Not
like
even.
you got to protect your own peace. So
Yeah. And when you got kids, man, that changes everything.
yeah, I don't have kids, so
Yeah. I've had to explain that someone must have hit a skunk somewhere close a few times.
there's that damn skunk again.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially, and you know how Holden is. He's like, that skunk is really sticking around for a while. I'm like, yeah, skunks stink, man. I don't know what to tell you. You know, Reese is almost old enough to where I can be like, that. You know, this is kind of the thing, you know, whatever.
Those are drugs.
Those are drugs. Don't do them. Don't do them.
That is the devil's lettuce.
Don't do them, especially in an uncontrolled environment. But yeah, so I don't think you're an asshole at all. Let's see. The Bluetooth speakers on the trails. Wow. We had a guy at Rocktober 2 years ago that had what I would consider a damn boombox, basically. And it was as loud as it will go. And it was just blaring through the woods. And it was so annoying because he was listening to a football game or something like that. Yeah. And Jordan, Doug, and I are about as unsports as it gets. And I think we thought it would be better to let him ahead of us or something like that. And it did not get better at all.
No.
He was just... Nowadays, people get dab vapes. Yeah. That's more discreet.
I missed.
That's okay. I do agree with that. That's my thing, is the smell. A very good friend of mine smokes, but he does it out of a pen that doesn't smell, just to respect other people around him. I don't have a single problem with it. Yeah. I would agree with that. I use a vape pen while on the trail. It's easier and discreet. Yeah, and I think that's kind of like what we were talking about is there's a difference between you taking a vape, going, 5 feet off the trail, hitting it once, blowing the smoke this way, and then coming back, versus I'm pretty sure at some point in time there was 10 people in the tent behind us just hotboxing this tent.
100%.
Yeah, it was just there's a huge difference.
And I guess if you really think about it, that is a lot of the tent area.
Yeah.
So people are sitting on their couch.
Yeah, home.
At home.
Yeah, I
don't know. It just, I don't care for the smell of it, so I get it.
I don't even mind the smell. It was just the constant. It's you're...
Oh, God. Your friend's getting in the comments.
Which one?
Rule number 3 should be Canadian maple syrup only.
I agree with that. None of that Chinese-made corn syrup maple flavored.
Do you spell it SIRUP?
Wait, what the fuck just happened?
Is that Canadian?
Syrup?
Is that Canadian correct?
Oh my God.
Rule number 4, no RC Sparks OnlyFans. Actually, that's encouraged.
Yeah. Let's see.
2 beautiful men per usual on a Monday night.
Hang on, back up. I think you guys are a couple of pretty cool guys. I'll introduce myself at BtC. 100%. Definitely come by the canopy and introduce yourself and all that stuff. And
we won't be mean at first.
Yeah, we won't be mean. Just give us a second whenever you do to process, because we are getting ready to meet so many people that, goodness, it's a lot. But I would definitely like to meet anybody that sees this or anything. I would 100% like to meet you if you are somewhere wherever at. Jared Hopper says 2 beautiful men per usual on a Monday night. Look at us.
Look at us.
These things work.
Now, is this the real Jared Hopper?
Yeah. That's always a weird thing. When I know the people, and I get it, because people are just, looking out for themselves or whatever. But when people are like, have you ever done any business with Jordan Schaefer? And I'm like, yeah, I have. He's fine.
Well, that one was is this a spoof account?
Which is a weird...
is fair, because it has happened here lately, especially they
that looks good.
Got into the good bad page and they're like, I'm good listed, and
that was wild.
So I get it. But then he didn't tag Jared in it, so
yeah.
Well, if this is the guy that you're talking about, then yeah, you're good.
Lucas says, yes, thank you guys for all the help and tips with the hobby, and talking shit is one of my favorite things to do with friends and family, and we get aggressive with it. We can get pretty aggressive as well. With the 3...
Probably cry a few times.
With the very close circle that we have, we can get pretty rough with each other, but I think it's just like having an older or younger brother or whatever. I'm gonna fuck with Jordan as much as possible. If some random asshole starts fucking with Jordan, then he and I have a problem. It's not the same thing. So, and his wife will make you cry.
Say, Matt and my wife are the same human.
Let's see. Tom says, I've noticed this subject comes up a lot here. Are we talking about weed or assholes or? I don't know what we're talking about. We're not sure which subject, Tom. Chad says, was RC Jesus there? I don't know.
Yes.
He was, yeah.
And he'll be back this year.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah, I try to camp in my own secluded area for this reason. See, that just seems fucking common sense. Like, Colorado Adventure Club, Jordan, Jason, same thing, 100%.
Tomato.
Jared says, I sent that guy my driver's license and everything. I gave up trying to make a sale. I wouldn't have done that far.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
If you... I get... well,
no.
like, me and Cody probably have a little bit of an advantage where, you know, we can be like, look, this is us. But no way in hell would I have sent somebody my license. I mean, fuck straight off. I don't need... No matter what I'm selling, unless it's, like, my house, I don't need to sell it that bad. Move this pile of shit.
Hey, this is a thing of beauty.
It is. I love it. But I can't have it. So anyway, there is my Pro with the V1 machetes on it. And now without 105s, so it's much better. Looks good all flexed out on that 1, 2, 3 block. Who's asking about 1, 2, 3 blocks? Because there's one. Ooh.
Whoa.
Did you hear that? When we were comping, we get pretty brutal on each other, pretty bad. We have one that always gets butt hurt, then we got going more. Yeah. Good for you.
I like that you read that without correcting it.
Yeah. Then we guck with him more. I like guck with him. That's kind of a... I'm gonna guck your mom.
Levi said, I have so many trucks to work on before BTC, I'm not excited.
Yeah, we were discussing that today. We are, I don't want to say I'm not, like, I don't know. I'm not excited, but I'm ready.
Once I ship this thing out, I'll be excited.
Yeah. Once the burb is done, I'll be ready. Because at that point in time, like, anything that I get done is just, like I said, it's just extra.
Also, just a heads up, it is after 10.
I just saw that, yeah. I just saw that. I knew it was getting late because Cody was here. So. Alright. Oh, shit. I'm going to start packing up. We're going to take final comments, questions.
Crawler J said, I'm ready, but not ready.
Yeah, 100%. Matt, what wheels are on your orange buggy? Those are Visions. Those are probably my favorite wheel, like, bar none in general. They're
Take it easy, John.
very similar to Trail Readies.
Tom, they're at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Night Bill, what's the red truck? My Pro?
That's the Pro he got from Ken.
Yeah. Good evening, Ted. We will see you next Monday. Ah, shit. I forgot these, but I don't care anymore. Tired of unpacking to pack. Pack to unpack.
Scott said he's ready for BTC, just not sure the buggy will have an interior for there.
Bah.
Levi said a lot of it's easy swap stuff, but the Rift will be a project, unfortunately.
Yeah. Scott, are you coming to We Rock next Sunday then? If you don't have an interior ready?
Send it.
Yeah, I don't know if Rob will let him send it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I think Rob would let him.
Once.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Especially with it being a new truck.
Assuming you make your 7 pounds.
Yeah. I would save that.
I mean, really, that's the only thing. That's the only thing he checked on mine, really, I think.
Yeah, for the most part, I would say that's true.
Tell a guy that you better hurry up and get that brass.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. If he shows up with a brassed out TRX4, he's not staying with us. Take it easy, Tom. Enjoy your bacon and steak dinner.
I'm gonna talk him out of that truck before he leaves. I know that much. I'm gonna sell a bunch of them shirts and just lay down a stack of fives he can take back to Canada. Like, look, Brett. Listen,
Just get him a bunch of maple leaves.
maple leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew.
I don't know what that translates to, but
He'll show up like Mr. Gold. Oh God. All the brass on this TRX4. Sounds terrible. Tom Frost says, Coolio, thank you. All right. You guys have a wonderful evening and week. And Color Crow, we will see you later as well.
yeah. Hopefully we have some more progress on some trucks for next week.
Yep. That one will be done. So that's out. We'll figure something else out. We'll do We Rock #1 Aftermath where we have all our broken shit and trophies. All right. See you guys later. Give a like on your way out, please.
Yes, please do. Bye, guys. Appreciate it.